Back to my channel, Vibe Nation Tarot. It's your girl Asia, and I'm here to do an all signs reading. So we're going to check the energies as we are vastly approaching this super full moon in Taurus on the 5th of this month. Today is currently the 2nd of November. So let's get started. We're gonna go from Aries all the way through to Pisces in order. All right. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope these messages bring you clarity and confirmation. Please use your discernment when watching tarot. Hey, Kesey. Hey, beautiful. All right, let's get this started, fam. So when it comes to Aries, benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides, messages for Aries. What does Aries need to know? Okay, that fell out weird. Four of Pentacles is the overall energy for you guys. The Four of Pentacles speaks of wanting to either save. You could be telling me that you're saving money, Aries. You're watching your spending, or this is what Spirit is encouraging, that you watch your spending. This could also mean that you're keeping something close to the chest. You could be telling me that you're keeping your moves hidden. What else for Aries? I feel like there's an Aries here. You're trying to keep your moves hidden. I mean, for the most part, you could be telling me that you're trying to recover. I see the Ten of Swords here. It's in the reverse. The Ten of Swords could be a situation in which you feel like you've been betrayed. With it being in the reverse, though, this could speak of a self-limiting or self-sabotaging type of energy. So what is this Ten of Swords for Aries in the reverse? What is this? Aries, you guys got a lot on your mind. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It's either you have a lot on your mind or there's somebody here that can't stop thinking about you. Now, you could be telling me that somebody here don't know how to let you go. This person could be hiding something from you, Aries, but the Nine of Swords speaks of anxiety. Anxiety. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be telling me that you're anxious or you're worried about your money, finances. And if this is about another person, Aries, you could be telling me that somebody here could be trying to spy on you, or somebody here is, you know, they really don't have much to offer you, Aries, with this Page of Pentacle energy in the reverse. This could be somebody that's younger than you. I do have your energy out here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the King of Wands. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You could be a woman in this energy as well. Aries, it looks like you're taking the lead in some way. This could represent you taking some sort of action. So if you are concerned about money, you're doing something about it. You're saving. Maybe there's something that you really are focused on. This is an action. This is a natural born leader energy. I just get that there's an Aries here. You're focused, or your focus is on making sure that you reach some sort of goal or ambition here. It could be you saving money, watching your finances. I see the Eight of Pentacles here for Aries, and you could be telling me that this has everything to do with work. You could be telling me that you're putting in extra hours. Yeah, more Pentacle energy, the Three of Pentacles. You're putting in extra hour, extra time at work. And if this is about love, Aries, I just feel like you're taking the lead. You're taking the action. You're taking action here. Give me more for the King of Wands for Aries. Oh, Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. and the devil in reverse. Capricorn energy. Some of you guys are dealing with a water sign. This is somebody that you care about deeply, but with the devil in reverse, something tells me that there's an unhealthy attachment that you're trying to let go of. It's either this Queen of Cups is withdrawing from you, or you liberated yourself from the Queen of Cups. Give me more for the Eight of Pentacles. Oh. Yeah, Aries, you could be telling me that there's been an ending. A cycle has come full circle in a connection. And with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like you got more peace. You're finding more balance, stability, and peace, Aries. Some of you guys were dealing with a water sign. This water sign was bringing more problems than you would like to have or see right now. What's the Four of Pentacles for Aries? Give it a rest. You could be telling me that you're recovering. I strongly feel like there's an Aries here. You're resting or you're recovering from this Queen of Cups energy. This person doesn't have to be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, but I feel like you really cared about this person. But something about this, something about the attachment to them. This person could be struggling with addictions. They could have a codependency issue. Because Temperance is here in the reverse, Sagittarian energy. You could be telling me that you and this person are like the complete opposites. Or you desire opposite things in life. Somebody here could be impatient, impulsive. Their energy feels unbalanced and extremely unbalanced. So there could be an Aries here. You're trying to, I don't know, it's like you're trying to reserve your energy. You really do need to rest. You really do need to recover in some way. This connection with whoever this Queen of Cups energy is created a lot of anxiety. Aries, you could be telling me that you may have tried to work things out with this person, but something about this cycle, something about the cycle has come full circle in this situation. So with the World, this could be an opportunity to say it's over or to put closure on the matter. Give me more for the Devil in reverse. What's up with this relationship, this connection with this Queen of Cups? Because I'm seeing the Devil in reverse as you had to let, could be a Cancer, that you had to let this person go. Maybe you couldn't see yourself being with this person in the future, or you felt like this was leading to nowhere. Give me more. The Nine of Wands. I get that you had to do this because this was exhausting. Whoever this person is, they could have drained you. They could be draining, emotionally draining. So yeah, either you're trying to focus on saving more money or watch your spending, which I still feel like that could be the case. But I definitely feel like there's an Aries here. You are trying to recover from something that was energetically, emotionally draining. Holding back your energy. That's what I'm seeing, Aries. This person could have been just a lot to deal with emotionally. What else does Aries need to know about this full moon energy? Something about this is fated. I got the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control will intervene, but you still possess the freedom to choose how you respond. I don't know, does this person trigger you, Aries? They trigger you to like act out of emotion. Give me more for Aries. Aries. Divine power. It says, believe in the divine power within you, because once it's awakened, a whole new life will start to take shape for you. Again, with the King of Wands coming out, I feel like there's an Aries here. You had to do what you had to do. You had to take action. You had to take the lead. Give me one more for Aries. You could be telling me that you're celebrating or you're grateful that some sort of chapter of your life is complete. Why do I get the impression that that Queen of Cups energy was emotionally draining for Aries? Yeah, look, I got judgment in relationships. You may be having to make a judgment call when it comes to a connection. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yeah, this water sign or this person that was emotionally challenging, they are unique, all right? They present you with some unique challenges. Clear, concise message. I see your Aries here. You're grateful. I just saw gratitude. Clear and concise message for Aries. Let's see what comes out, Aries. Ooh. There could be sadness about this split up or this this closure. I feel like something's closed out. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Grief. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because the parting is temporary and illusory. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When we accept that in our heart that you will be reunited with everything that you've ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive some beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. Yeah, bottom of the deck, I'm seeing mirror life. Something about this experience, Aries. What in the world is this? Hold on. Like, can we get something else going on here? Hold on, Aries. My bad. Okay. That was getting on my nerve. Something about this situation, I feel like it was mirroring back to you a need to like reevaluate the relationship, the connection. I'm seeing the wheel here too. Definitely feels like something has come full circle, Aries. Give us another oracle message. What else does Aries need to know? I just saw do it, but be smart about it. Do it, but be smart about it. I just saw this isn't where it ends. This isn't where it ends, Aries. This could be the start of a new journey, a new cycle for you. Walk away from what no longer serves you, Aries. So yeah. Definitely feel like you guys have closed out some sort of major cycle. in the recent past. You could be still recovering from it. You could be still healing from it, Aries. But something about this situation, I feel like it's divinely fated, like it's part of your destiny. I don't know, you know, right now it might not seem like it makes sense, but it's giving you back your divine power, or it's allowing you to experience your power. And I see what Spirit is saying, you will have a moment to celebrate, or there will be more times to celebrate. But this is giving gratitude. You could be telling me that you're grateful that you don't have to put up with this anymore, or yeah, because I feel like something has come full circle. Aries, let's look at finance. Let's look at finance, Aries. When it comes to money and career, so I'm going to look at what could be a blockage for you. I just saw fear of failure. So when it comes to money, when it comes to career choices, what could be blocking an Aries? Let's see. What could be blocking an Aries? All or nothing thinking stops you from growing, adapting, and enjoying anything that isn't perfect. Spirit is saying to honor your progress. If you move past seeing in black and white, the world opens up to an array of colorful possibilities. The key is to remind yourself that there are more than two outcomes for just about any situation. So when it comes to money, when it comes to career choices at this time, Aries, it could be that you need to be more open-minded, consider all possibilities, or consider other options. Somebody here, you may have to go with plan B. Maybe plan A is not, you know, giving you the results that you're looking for. But that's what I'm seeing, Aries. It's time to think outside the box. Go back to the drawing board, come up with other ideas. It's not saying that you shouldn't still, you know, move towards your goals. It's just saying that you might have to do it differently. You might have to come up with a different plan. So that's what I have for you, hon. I hope that message was helpful, Aries. Oh, get it together. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, I will be going back and time stamping these readings. So after the live is over, just give me a couple of minutes to put the time stamps, okay? Clear and concise message for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Clear and concise message. What is the overall energy for Taurus? Whoa. Taurus. This full moon that I just got the King of Wands. This full moon that we're experiencing on the 5th is going to be in the star constellation of Taurus. All right, King of Wands. The overall energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. This is about moving forward towards your dreams, staying passionate, staying focused, persevering. What else for Taurus? You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, you could be telling me that things have been moving slowly. There's been delays, maybe even a little procrastination. The Ten of Swords is here in the reverse. That is, I mean, that's an indication of self-sabotaging thoughts. Things that, you know, from the past, or situations that are creating in your mind reasons to not move forward, reasons to not take advantage of opportunities, or to limit yourself. And then we got the Moon in reverse, Pisces energy, Cancer energy. This could be shadow work for you, Taurus. Or Spirit is calling for you to release your fears, to let go of, you know, fear. And with the King of Wands being the overall energy, it's time to take the lead. It's time for you to move forward, take some sort of action. Give me more for this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is moving slowly or not at all, or procrastination. What's this? Page of Wands. There could be issues with trying to figure out how to get something done. Maybe it seems like something that could be too challenging, too big of an obstacle. It's a dream, it's a desire that you have, but how much enthusiasm and optimism do you have about pursuing it? Because with the Knight of Pentacles here, it feels like, you know, things are moving slower. You're procrastinating. Yeah, holding back. Four of Pentacles. Now, Taurus, if this is a relationship, this is a person that's holding back, moving slowly, procrastinating. Maybe you feel like this person's immature, or they have a lack of ambition. Maybe you feel like this person's hiding something from you. What's this Ten of Swords in the reverse? Taurus. Again, there's the energy of needing to move on, to take action. The Knight of Swords. The Five of Wands in the reverse. This could be you needing to push past these challenges that you're having, this fight on the inside that you could be having. Like I said, telling yourself reasons why you can't move forward, why it would be too much work, or why it would be hard or difficult. I don't know. I just get the Ten of Swords as like negative thoughts or self-sabotaging energy. Spirit is saying you got to take action. If this is something that you really want, there will be a need for action. Now, if this is a relationship, you could be telling me that this person, or this is you taking action. You're done with fighting with something or someone, arguments. There's arguments, or there's too much drama. Why is the Moon here in the reverse? The Moon in reverse, Four of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Why is everybody needing to rest? I mean, I get it. It's that time of the year anyway. But with the Four of Swords, this could be surrender. Spirit could be saying that, you know what, the way you're thinking about it, it's not helpful. It's not giving you the conclusion that you need, or it's not getting you, I don't know how to put that. The Four of Swords is like resting, letting it go, you know, giving up on overthinking, because you could be running into like a burnout or fatigue, feeling drained. I get the impression too, Taurus, that it's time for you to reflect over the past and how you may have invested your energy, your time. Because I see you could be resting because you did plant seeds and now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. It is harvest season. What's up with the King of Wands? Well, what's up with this Five of Wands in the reverse? Why is the Five of Wands in reverse here? For some of you, this is a relationship. Yeah, I'm seeing the Lovers, Gemini energy. Thank you, love. Peace, everybody. My bad if I'm not reading the comments. I'm trying to focus, but I'm not trying to ignore you guys. The Seven of Wands came out when I asked about this conflict. The Five of Wands is conflict. You know, this could be arguing with another person. Somebody did this. They bring a lot of drama. And I got the Seven of Swords. Somebody here is lying, or they're hiding something intentionally. They're holding things back from you. Or Taurus, this could be you holding something back from them. I don't put it however it resonates, but I just get the impression that you're taking action because you're tired of the drama. You're tired of the drama. Give me more for this King of Wands. This was the overall energy that came out. And again, it just feels like, Taurus, you are being encouraged to take action, to take the lead. Whoa. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. You could, dang, you could be telling me that there's some sort of ending here. This is an ending. Or you could be telling me that you don't feel content. Like, you don't feel like you're where you want to be. You know, you can see yourself somewhere else, or you can picture yourself doing something else. The Six of Cups is here. There's a lot of nostalgia. You could be thinking back in the past, but I feel like the thoughts that you're having are good thoughts. I don't know, Taurus. I just got the impression, and it's not going to be every Taurus' situation, but there's a Taurus here. You think about somebody else from the past. Somebody else that made you happier than the person you're with now. That's not going to be for every Taurus, but you think about, or it could be the person you're with now. You're just wishing or thinking about the past when things were cool between you and them. It's nostalgia. Or this could be this person. They could be thinking about you. Somebody's thinking about the past. Somebody's thinking about someone. Whoever this King of Wands energy is, I feel like this person, they are unhappy with the way things turned out, Taurus. They're unhappy with the way things turned out. They wish things could be different. You could be telling me that you miss somebody or somebody misses you. But they lied. They created, I don't know, something about the lies and the drama of it all. I don't know if this person felt like you lied to them or vice versa. Somebody here is going through like shadow work. It's like this person is surrendering. They're reflecting and they're surrendering. I just saw the Four of Cups in the reverse. Somebody here is over it. Somebody here is over it. They're tired of feeling anxious. Maybe it's because they miss you, Taurus. They miss you, or like I said, you miss them. It's been far too long. That's what I'm saying, loves. Somebody here, you have to face an inevitable fear. There's fears that are coming up to the surface. It could be because of this full moon energy. Again, I got Pisces, Cancer energy here. That's the only major arcana I got. And it's the moon in reverse. Definitely reflection here. A lot of reflecting. Taurus. I don't know. Somebody thinking about you. Somebody thinking about you, or you thinking about somebody else. Somebody could be wanting to come towards you. They miss you with this King of Wands. But I also get the impression that you also have to take some action. You had to take action because of the drama. For some of you, Taurus, you could be telling me that you're letting go of a situation where you felt like somebody backstabbed you. But this ain't the first time they did it. Yeah. You could be telling me you don't trust this person. So when it comes to them missing you, that's too sad, too bad, Taurus, because I feel like you ain't coming back. Something tells me that, Taurus, you taking control. You've taken control. And with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're over it. Too much anxiety. Too much stress. But I also feel like whoever this person is, they feel helpless. Like they have no more power to control the circumstances. So Let me get more for Taurus. Clear and concise message. Some of you guys were dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or somebody here who, I mean, they have a very dominant personality. That's what makes this person kind of like a leader. What else for Taurus? Oh, treasure chest. It says a windfall of good things are happening all around you. Expect some good luck and be open to possibilities. Taurus, ask the cards. Some of you guys watch tarot because you want confirmation or clarity. Some of you guys, you have a tarot reader, you get readings done to, you know, help to confirm whether or not you're on the right track. I just saw attachment. Who or what are you relentlessly pursuing that has become an addiction? Loosen your grip and enter the unknown. Taurus. Yeah, somebody here, you were dealing with the fire sign. It's either you were dealing with the fire sign or, like I said, you're taking the lead. It says actions you take now will bear fruit. Charge ahead with your plans and see it through to fruition. And then I got crossroads coming out here. It's entirely up to you. For some of you, Taurus, like I said, you're done. You're done with this situation. And you're looking at it as a lesson learned. It's like a lesson learned, huge lesson learned. Like you learned a lot being in a relationship with this person. You know what not to do or what you don't want moving forward. But crossroads, it's entirely up to you if you want to stay or if you want to do something new, right? So again, the overall energy that I'm getting for a Taurus is action, taking the lead, pursuing what makes you happy. I'm getting dreams. You could be telling me that you're a dreamer. You dream of happiness, and that might mean that you have to walk away from somebody and stay away. That's the only way that you can pursue your dreams without the drama. What else for Taurus? Clear and concise message. Taurus. When it comes to Taurus, what else do they need to know, Spirit? Doubt. Some of you could struggle with this. That's why we got this crossroads energy here. It says, I release the need to know all the answers. Remember how we kept seeing surrender? We saw surrender with the Four Swords. We saw surrender with the Moon in reverse. I feel like you struggle with doubt. I'm seeing death energy here at the bottom of the deck. Something is ending. It is what it is. Maybe this person is doubtful. Maybe this person, you know, they hope that they could come back, but I heard a Taurus say, I doubt it. But anyway, death. It says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. I get that there's a Taurus here. You stop trying to like fight with this. It's like you're making up your mind. Or this is what Spirit is encouraging you to do. Time to make a decision. Time to take action. All right, Taurus, let's see. One more oracle message, then we're going to look at, yeah, look, justice will be served. You could be telling me you and this person are breaking up or you going through a divorce or something. Justice will be served for the injustices that you experienced in this relationship. You may have to make a decision to set the record straight or to reset balance in your life. Maybe this person tries to create an atmosphere of doubt for you. That's what this crossroads energy is about. It says sometimes what you want is not always good for you. Taurus. Bottom of the deck, prepare to be surprised. Something tells me there's a Taurus here. You're ready to see what else, what other possibilities, what other options are out there. I get that there's a Taurus here who is taking the necessary action. You're no longer stuck at this crossroads. You learned your lesson and you're not struggling with doubt. Thank you, love. So Spirit is saying prepare to be surprised, Taurus. There could be some surprises for you being brave, or for you, you know, having the courage to walk away from a situation that no longer serves. That's what I'm getting. I don't think this is easy. It's not, definitely wasn't easy for a Taurus, so it's not easy if you're going through this currently. Because, yeah, this is that surprise. Treasure chest. Treasure chest. It says a windfall of good things are happening. Expect some good luck and be open to all possibilities. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're surrendering doubt and making a decision. Or that's what Spirit wants you to do, Taurus. Okay? So that's what I have for you, hon. When it comes to finances, yeah, let me do your finance. Now, the way that I do it, I look for blockages, okay? What's blocking Taurus from having the kind of money that they want to make, or from pursuing the kind of career that they want? What's blocking a Taurus? What do they need to know are the main blockages? Clear and concise message for Taurus. When it comes to money, career, spiritual teachings. Believing money is the root of all evil creates problems with money. Spirit says it's up to you. Money itself is neutral. It's how you choose to use it that matters. You can use it for evil purposes, or you can use it for good, to create beauty, helping others and thriving in order to serve humanity. Taurus, you could be telling me that some of the issues when it comes to money have a lot to do with your beliefs. It has a lot to do with your beliefs. Maybe it's time to reach back and see how you're investing financially. What kind of career choices would you be making? I don't know why I just got this feeling that there's a Taurus here. You could be wanting a certain career path, but it's not the career path for you. Maybe you know somebody that's doing really well, and you may be wanting to follow in their footsteps, but that's not for you. That's not every Taurus's message, but I was just thinking about that. But anyway, this may have a lot to do with you creating something unique for yourself. Something that will serve. Something that's realistic for you. Either way it goes, Taurus, Spirit is saying it's really up to you. Bottom of the deck, I got environment. Your environment could have a lot to do with your thoughts or your beliefs about money or about your career path. It says chaos around you also creates chaos in your head. Spirit is recommending you organize your space, declutter your space, and create an environment in which it signals to the universe that you're ready for the next big step in life. I don't know why I just got the thought about, like, maybe it's time to donate some things that you're no longer needing or no longer using. There could be some people who could use some of the items. Maybe it's clothing, maybe it's furniture that you have no use for anymore, Taurus. I don't know. It's something about decluttering, freeing up the environment around you so you can focus. So you can focus. Maybe it could be that you need to get rid of a person around you or some people around you because they are not helping when it comes to you focusing. Whatever the case may be, this has a lot to do with your inner beliefs and the environment that you're in. It's up to you, Taurus. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for being here, Taurus. Don't forget to hit that like button if this is resonating. We're going to move on now to Gemini. Gemini, let's see what messages Spirit has for you, hon. Clear and concise message for Gemini. Let's see. When it comes to Gemini, what is the overall energy that surrounds Gemini? Gemini. Six of Pentacles. Equal giving and receiving, aka reciprocity, balance. All right, let me get a past, current, and future energy for Gemini. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the 8 of Swords. Gemini, overall energy is reciprocity. Now, with the Queen of Cups coming out here, some of you guys could be dealing with the water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Or this could be you, Gemini. This could be you being in your feels. Give me more for this Queen of Cups. What is this? Ooh. Some of you guys were dealing with a water sign. There's somebody here who is very... somebody here that you have a lot of feelings for, you love. No. Yeah, some of you guys. But with the Four of Cups, I feel like there's a Gemini here. You could be telling me that you're done. You're over it. You're over it when it comes to the emotions that you... I don't know. Because I see you at a crossroads. Two of Wands in the reverse. There could be a Gemini here at a crossroads or having a hard time making a decision. It's difficult. Because you love this person, but I don't know. A Gemini is over it. A Gemini is tired of... it could be the emotions. I'm just trying to picture a Gemini caring or being emotional. And it just ain't... it just ain't coming together for me. I feel like somebody else... they need a lot when it comes to emotional support. And I just feel like Gemini is like... get somebody else to do it, or... I don't know. Something tells me, Gemini, you don't want to cater to something anymore emotionally. You could be telling me that you're rejecting someone, or emotionally you're detached. Why is the Ten of Wands here in the reverse? Somebody here could be really clingy. Really clingy. They won't like let you breathe. What's this? This person won't let you breathe. Yeah, there's a Gemini here. You like, I gotta go. This is too much. Capricorn energy. This is too much. It's too... Why am I picturing like somebody is just like constantly texting, calling? I don't know. They showing up, popping up. It's too much for Gemini. Gemini needs space. Why does this sound like it's getting louder and louder? Give me more for the Ten of Wands in reverse. The Emperor. Somebody here is clinging on to you because they see you as their leader. Or they... could be an Aries that you're dealing with. Somebody here could be of a more mature age. Somebody set in their ways, or somebody... they see you as somebody who is very confident. Why is the Eight of Swords here? There's a Gemini here. You feel stuck. Why do I get that somebody here is being clingy? Or... okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarian energy is here. Something shifted. There's a shift. Page of Swords. There's a shift happening here. It's a positive shift. You could be telling me that the person that you're dealing with is, they're immature, or they're too, oh, how do I put this? They create a lot of anxiety. You're confused about them. Why am I getting like this person's kind of childish, or they're immature? Give me more for the Six of Pentacles. The Star. Aquarius energy. You could be telling me that you're ready to let something go. To let go. There's a Gemini here. This is about your destiny. Something about your destiny. And the High Priestess in the reverse. Pisces energy. You may have to keep this to yourself. You may have to keep your moves hidden because somebody is on your ass. Gemini. Somebody is like, are they obsessed? The freak. Are they obsessed? Give me more for this. High Priestess in reverse. You're their weakness. Leo energy just popped out. You're their weakness. And they can't stop thinking about you. So when it comes to Gemini, you want balance restored. And the only way to really have balance is to let go. Let something go, purge, release, surrender, and get back on track. Get back focused. As I don't know, this Queen of Cups energy, this person that loves you, I feel like you're over it. It's too clingy. It's too codependent. Somebody's very codependent on you. They can make excuses, or I don't know, they want to be a victim, or they want you to lead them, but it's feeling rather obsessive. It's giving obsessed. Gemini. What else does Gemini need to know? You want balance restored. Peace. Peace and harmony restored in your life. Yeah, I just saw balance again. Some of you are dealing with a Libra. Transmutation. I got magic coming out here. It says cast a spell to remove any blockages that are keeping you stuck and create movement and flow back into your life. Yeah, I just feel like you're trying to transmute the circumstances. Maybe you have to do this in silence. You got a bright future ahead of you, Gemini, and you're not trying to risk that. Everything's going to be fine. A bright future is ahead of you that's filled with success and abundance. Maybe somebody here, they're distracting you. There's that crossroads. There's that action energy again. So a lot of action being taken in the collective. You know, it's like Spirit is like, okay, it's up to you. What you going to do? You can stay in your current circumstances, or you could do something about it. And I don't feel like, Gemini, you're no exception to this energy. Yeah, it's like you got to love yourself. Some of you guys were dealing with the Cancer. Some of you were dealing with the Aries. You're being encouraged to be the one who has understanding and forgiving heart to achieve a positive outcome. This could be a moment of truth. You could be accepting that, you know, someone that you're with is just not, they're creating more blockages or you feel like there's an imbalance. Something about them being too codependent on you. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing Capricorn energy. It says, what you desire requires hard work and sustained effort. It will not be an easy path, but you will gain wisdom. Yeah, there's a Gemini here. You got to probably make a difficult decision, or you had to make a difficult decision about somebody here who is just a little too codependent on you for things. Gemini. Or obsessed. Somebody here could be obsessed with you. Very concise message. What does Gemini need to know? Gemini. Yeah, Spirit said perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Some of you guys, you're making a decision based on your health needs. Maybe for your sanity, you have to move forward for your own sanity. As a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit is your compass. You have the power to stay on course. You are stronger and more determined than you might think at first. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen, you must make it happen. It's natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe is difficult because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you have always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at. Your soul would not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. I love that. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. So Spirit is saying persevere. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Some of you guys are getting in the gym, working out, or this is something that you love to do, work out. There's something about you focusing on your health. You could be eating healthier. What else for Gemini? I just get the sense that Gemini, your focus is on balance. Restoring balance, restoring harmony in your life. And it feels like somebody here is not helping you achieve that. Thank you, love. If you're thinking it, it is possible. Gemini. When it comes to finance, career, what does Gemini need to know? What are the blockages? You and another person are not on the same page, Gemini. I saw conflicting desires. And maybe that's what's getting in the way. Why am I hearing Jill Scott? You're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. Clear and concise message. Ignoring little details. Gemini. Ignoring the little details that can make a major difference. Spirit wants you to appreciate the details. Use the small stuff to your advantage while everyone else ignores it, because the small stuff, the hidden, the extra step is what will separate you from the rest and get you ahead in the future. Gemini, it's very important that you pay attention to the details, and I strongly feel that way during this Mercury retrograde that's coming up. Make sure that you're reading the fine print. Make sure that you're reading, your emails and your text messages before you hit send. There's something about paying attention to the small stuff. It could be that that's what you're doing and you're recognizing that there is a lack of peace. You don't feel the balance that you would like to feel in your life. Yeah, there's a karmic cycle at the bottom of the deck. This karmic cycle, when it comes to your finances or when it comes to your career choices, it says past money choices are forcing you to handle your karmic financial debt. Spirit is saying clear money karma. Act with respect and integrity when it comes to money, yours and that of other people in your life. And you will more likely be in good financial standing in the future. I don't know. You know what? I just pictured a Gemini here is finding out somebody's using you. Somebody here is messing with your money, messing with your finances. And that's a no-no. That's not for every Gemini, but that's what I'm seeing here. Or maybe it's just being connected to somebody has really put you in a financial constraint or in a financial bind. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope that message was helpful. I just feel like you want peace. You want balance to be restored in your life. Moving on. Cancer. Cancer. Clear and concise message for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? What is the overall energy for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know currently? What is the overall energy that surrounds Cancer? Oh, the Three of Cups in the reverse. Somebody here could be complaining. Somebody here could be dealing with a lot of pessimistic thoughts, Cancer. There's a need for you to have more gratitude, or this could be somebody from your past that wants to reunite with you, Cancer. What's the past energy, current, and future? Yeah, this is somebody that misses you, Cancer. We got Strength in the reverse, Leo energy for the past energy, Fool in the reverse, current energy, and the Knight of Cups, future energy. Somebody here wants to reunite with Cancer. This person could, I don't know, they either make excuses or they feel defeated in some way. Maybe they feel powerless to change the circumstances. There's a weakness here. Maybe this person is struggling with finding the courage to come in and say something to you, Cancer. What's this? Why is Strength here in the reverse? Because it feels like this person wants to reunite. Maybe they have negative thinking. Maybe they're the ones that are very pessimistic and talking themselves out of this. 444 Ashe. Somebody here, either they're defeated or they feel powerless to control the circumstances. Now, the number 4 is the number of law. It's the number of law enforcement. Somebody here could be in jail. Somebody here could be struggling with legal issues. Somebody here, this person, they feel powerless, but I feel like there's something about you and them not being on the same page. Maybe there's a Cancer here. You could be telling me you were dealing with the Taurus, the Hierophant in the reverse. You and this person are not sharing the same values anymore. Somebody here had outdated ways of thinking. And I feel like whoever this person is, they had a hard time compromising or seeing your side of things. It could be like talking to a brick wall. Something about them being blocked and not willing to see an option or see a problem. What's this Fool in reverse? There's fear. The Fool in reverse could be fear. Fear of change. What's this? Aquarius energy. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Something about feeling like they're missing an opportunity or missing out. Somebody here is afraid of taking a risk. So they're sitting back, missing out on the opportunity to speak to you or take action. Somebody here has fears, Cancer. And this is how I feel about it. If you scared, stay over there with that. Okay? I don't know. It's something about having, insecurities that maybe, Cancer, you don't want that person. You don't want that person in your energy. You want somebody that's confident and sure about things. So if they want to reunite with you, they're holding themselves back or they feel powerless to do anything about it. But part of this is because they're afraid of change. They're afraid to take a risk. What, this person don't want you to change them or something, Cancer? Or what the heck? So they're going to miss out on this? Okay. Why is the Knight of Cups here? But the future energy shows them coming in with this love offer. Maybe they are going to find the courage to step to you or say something to you, offer you love. Give me more for this Knight of Cups. You don't want it. Cancer don't want it. Look, this is the person coming in here to offer love. Or they feel like you're going to reject them, Cancer. That's why they don't want to come towards you. But for some of you, you really don't want nothing from this person. Cancer say, get somebody else to do it. What else? I don't know. Something tells me that you don't want somebody that's not sure about you. The Nine of Pentacles, yeah, there's some insecurities here. You feel like this person would bring more issues and problems into your life than they would like add to your life or enhance what you already have in life right now. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe you see this person. You see this person as not finishing what they start or not being sure what the hell they want. And that's not enough for Cancer. I see them watching you, Cancer, or they wanting you. But you could be telling me that this person's immature. They act immature. Why is the Three of Cups here in the reverse? I feel like they want to reunite with you. Yeah, they really don't have nothing to offer you. They ain't got nothing to offer you. Could be a Pisces. They have very little to offer. Or, you know what? This person could be spying, doing some divination spying. They could be getting readings on you. This person could be doing something on a spiritual level to call you back in or... The way they're going about things, this ain't it. Because, like, why don't this person just say how they feel? Why don't this person just take the initiative to come towards Cancer? Despite the fact that Cancer might not want it, or Cancer might reject them, it's just like somebody here, they're doing everything but the right thing. Does that make sense? They're not sharing. They're not speaking. There's something about them hiding or holding back. I feel like this person is scared you're going to reject them. They don't like rejection, Cancer, but they want you. So it's like, okay, what the hell you gonna do? Like, I just feel like they scared you gonna say no. They scared you gonna say no, Cancer. So they're trying to do it in a different way. Like I said, they could be spying or doing something, divination or some sort of spell work or... Or like I said, you could be telling me that this person don't have nothing you want, nothing to offer you, Cancer. Clear and concise message. What else for Cancer? Yeah, it's like they're making a wish, but they're not doing anything but just wishing. Clear and concise message. What does Cancer need to know? Whoever this person is, they're not happy with where they're at currently, or they're not happy with the outcome of, you know, things between you and them. Cancer. Independence. You could be telling me that you're on your own, you're choosing to be single. Yeah, clarity, the heart. There's a Cancer here. You've learned a lot of lessons in the past. And you could be telling me that you're protecting your heart. You're protecting yourself. You're being very apprehensive and intentional when it comes to the, relationships. There's a Cancer here. You could be keeping your moves hidden. Maybe this person can't reach out to you or speak to you because they don't know where you at. Cancer. They don't know what you got going on. They're spying on you to see if you're single, so they'll know if it's okay to come back towards you. I got Scorpio energy here. This could be happening during Scorpio season. Or this is a secret. This person is hiding this. You wouldn't know that. This person wishes to be back with you. They wish to have you back in their life, Cancer, but something tells me that you made it clear to this person that you don't want nothing that they have, or you would probably reject them if they did, and they just can't take that, honey. There's a Cancer here. You try and protect your heart. This person could have did something to hurt you. They did something to hurt you, Cancer. This is why you learn so much in this relationship. You learn so much from it. Yeah, you keeping your moves to the mate. I don't know. There's a Cancer here. You don't want this. You don't want this person back. They right to stay away, stay back. Not reach out to you. They already know, Cancer, but that don't stop them from wanting you. What else for Cancer? Clear and concise message. When it comes to Cancer, what do they need to know? Acceptance. I get that there's a Cancer here. You saying it is what it is. You accepted it. It says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yeah, bottom of the deck is love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. What's this acceptance for Cancer? I feel like there's a Cancer here. You just accepted it. You've accepted that right now you would rather be single, or you would rather be unattached, especially from this person. Right now, your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe is giving you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm and a rhyme or reason to everything in life. Rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as moments of divine design. Maybe it's a person or a situation that you do not agree with right now. For the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on an emotional response, stop, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or a condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior. Why did I just say that? That's not what it says. Let me read that again. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning, a behavior. I was reading it right. Or that you support it. You see it for what it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. So yeah, I get that there's a Cancer here. You're saying that it is what it is. You accept that somebody here is not for you. Maybe they can't accept that. They haven't accepted that. They ain't got nothing to do with you, Cancer. Something tells me you like, okay, well, I feel like this person's scared to come towards you because they know you're going to reject them. They see you wanting to be independent, or they know you to be somebody who is very independent. So, well, they shouldn't have did what they did to hurt you. Cancer. What was that? Nothing you do will go in vain. Nothing you do will go in vain. Set boundaries. You can't always be nice. Yeah, Cancer. I just get that there's been a lot of acceptance, accepting that, you know, it was time to let someone go. It's time to move on. It's time to recover, heal. Again, you could be keeping your moves hidden. You could have somebody blocked. They're just trying to spy and see what you got going on, see if there's a possibility that you'll let them back in. But their insecurities and their fears don't help, because I feel like you probably are going to reject this person if they do come towards you. They don't really have nothing to offer you, Cancer. So what you learn, a big lesson that you learn is how to have boundaries. Not trying to isolate yourself, but you know, just being cautious. Not taking, but how do I put this? Not attaching yourself to people in such a serious way until you're sure, or you know that somebody is for you. You're learning a lot about love. You're learning a lot about love. When it comes to finance, career, what does Cancer need to know now? I look at what could be blocking. What could be blocking Cancer from having the kind of money or the career that they want? What is it for Cancer? Clear and concise message. Cancer. Unrealistic expectations. It says some of your expectations may not be grounded in reality. Explore expectations. Begin to reconsider your expectations and try keeping your focus on the areas inside of your control, like your own actions and choices, for more realistic, achievable outcomes. Cancer. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing self-exaltation. It says, elevating self-importance is manifesting a prideful attitude towards others. I don't know if this is your energy or somebody else's, Cancer, but it's here at the bottom of the deck. It says, practice humility. Humility reminds you that success doesn't all come from what you have, but what you offer to others. Recognize your strengths and weaknesses and be willing to learn from others to achieve more. Put it however it resonates, Cancer. But maybe you were dealing with somebody here who was very prideful. These are things that are blockages when it comes to, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone or achieving a higher level of income or doing something that you would really enjoy doing as far as a career. You got to consider these expectations. What about the expectations that are not grounded in reality? Like, what about these expectations that are not realistic for you? Can you achieve these things, or are you just setting the bar too high, Cancer? It could be time for you to reevaluate things when it comes to that. Not saying that you can't still achieve a goal or a dream. It's just maybe you have to set more realistic goals. Especially, and it could be because of the economy. It could be because of the circumstances in which your environment. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Cancer. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's go to Leo. Leo, what is the overall energy? Clear and concise message. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button if these messages are resonating. I do plan to timestamp these readings once I'm done with the live. Clear and concise message. What does Leo need to know? Leo. Leo. Overall energy for Leo. We got victory. Leo, there's a victory here. Success. Oh my goodness. Past energy is the High Priestess. Pisces energy. Current, we got strength in the reverse. Leo energy. Future, we got 5 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles. So Leo, overall energy is success. It's a yes, a victory, clarity. It's like you're achieving what you set out to do. You're on the right path. You're receiving a promotion or you're receiving acknowledgement for a job well done. The High Priestess is here. Pisces energy. Either this is about you following your intuition, following the signs, or this could be you, Leo, you're keeping your moves hidden, you're keeping things to yourself. Maybe you can't, really divulge what you got going on because other people around you could want to sabotage it or other people won't cheer for you, clap for you. I don't know. What's this High Priestess? We got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Tower in reverse. Scorpio, Aries energy. There was definitely an imbalance. It was a need for you to find stability. Something was overwhelming you. Maybe you had a lot on your plate. You could be telling me that you felt overwhelmed emotionally. Or you felt like, life was taking you through a roller coaster, emotional roller coaster, or I don't know. But the Tower in the reverse, this is like trying to avoid the inevitable. It's like, I would much rather not let this fall apart or see myself fail in something. It's like you're trying to avoid a disaster. Again, it just feels like a Leo here. You're trying to keep things private or quiet until you do regain that stability, until you do, or you are sure that you got this. What's this Strength in the reverse? That's your energy. But it could feel like, maybe you feel powerless to control something. Maybe there's fears here. What is this for Leo? Why is Strength in the reverse? There's fear. There's fear. Death, Scorpio energy. And King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you guys were dealing with a water sign, especially Scorpio. And that's not going to be for every Leo. But anyway, somebody here is a drama queen or drama king. What the hell is this, Leo? What is this? Like, what? Somebody here could struggle with an emotional, like a mental illness, depression, or something like that. I done ran over my pants. My pants all stuck under the wheel. What? There's fear. There's fear of losing someone or missing out on someone. What about this Five of Cups? The Five of Cups is feeling let down, disappointed. Somebody here, either you don't want to feel that, you're trying to avoid that. Somebody here could be lying to themselves, or there's something about self-sabotage. Six of Pentacles, time to restore harmony. Somebody here, they're a taker, an opportunist, or what the heck? Something's definitely out of balance. Somebody here, give me more for the, what's the Six of Wands? So I see a victory. I see a victory here for Leo. What's this? Heartbreak, sadness. The Knight of Swords. So first of all, we got this sadness and heartbreak. And then we got the Knight of Swords. You can't control this situation. You can't control another person's action. Despite how much you might care about this person, something about them, they could be emotionally unavailable, or They're a drama king or a drama queen. Somebody here fears missing out on someone. Somebody here fears losing someone or but there's heartbreak here. It's like with the heartbreak, Spirit is encouraging you or someone else to take action, to do something about it in order to have a victory, in order to achieve something, to have success. Is this person creating an environment where there's heartbreak? Somebody break your heart? Is this a third party thing? Something tells me some of you guys are dealing with someone here who has someone else. They could be juggling between you and another person and trying to hide it and keep it a secret. Leo. Maybe this person's afraid of losing you. They're trying to avoid the inevitable. Somebody here could have been lying to themselves or trying, like, you know, trying to act like they are not seeing how somebody is just breaking their heart or betraying them. Giving somebody too much benefit of the doubt. Someone here needs to change their focus. When it comes to being let down, disappointed, somebody here, I don't know, is this about settling? Yeah, I'm getting surrender here at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing the 7 of Wands. Time to stand up, protect yourself, defend yourself here, Leo. And there's the Queen of Cups. So I see the King and Queen of Cups. So this is a couple. But I feel like somebody here is being really freaking either emotionally manipulative or they're being dramatic. Because they fear change. They fear losing someone or missing out on someone. In order to have success, in order to have a victory, you got to do something about this heartbreak. You could be telling me that you did. You did do something about this heartbreak. You're taking some sort of action. What's the action here? You could be detached, grown cold, emotionally detached or physically detached. Leo. Give me more for this 3 of Swords and Knight of Swords. Why is this a victory? Taking back your power. The Magician. Alchemizing your circumstances. Transmuting this like that. You could take lemons and make lemonade. It's giving taking back your power. There's always the possibility to do something different. We got major arcana. We got Gemini energy. Pisces is here. Scorpio is here. And Leo. You're not powerless. I don't know if somebody here was trying to emotionally manipulate you out of fear of losing you. I see a Leo here. You took back your power. That's the action that you're taking because somebody clearly broke your heart. Because somebody clearly broke your heart. You took action. That's why you have this victory. You took back your power. You're transmuting your circumstances. Or this is what Spirit is encouraging you to do. What else for Leo? Because I don't know. I get the impression that you cared for someone, you loved someone, but you had to go cold or you had to detach emotionally and become logical. You had to go from your heart to your head, make a logical decision. I just saw divine timing. Very concise message. What else for Leo? There's a victory here. Leo. Risk and reward. Yep. So Leo, you could be telling me that you had to take some sort of risk. But the reward is a victory. We got inner goddess. Yeah, you had to take back your power. Yeah, Leo, come through. It says, don't allow your false ego to close you off to the true situation and cause you to go into defense mode. I got duality. It's time to face your dark and your light, your limitation and your strengths. See how duality plays into your life. And then we got it's brewing. Something special is brewing. It will flow naturally and beautifully. The transition will be smooth and painless. I get that there's a Leo here. You're having a victory because you're looking at other options. You're considering other options. Somebody here, they may have wanted you to settle. I get emotional manipulation. What else for Leo? Very concise message. Maybe there was somebody here that couldn't accept being alone. Or there's something about loneliness. Some people, they just don't want to be alone. Clear and concise message. They don't like being alone, or they hate the feeling of loneliness. So sometimes they'll settle. But Leo, there's something about you. You're embodying your energy for real. It says courage. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. It's like a Leo had to accept something. It has something to do with being alone. Maybe missing out on being with that drama king or that drama queen. That would be more healthier than to stay. I don't know why I feel like that, but I do. Anyway, I see you being more confident. Doing what's best. Like I said, you could be putting your feelings to the side and going with what makes more sense. There's a Leo here that makes the right decision. That's why it's a victory. Leo, is that why it feels like a victory? You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This is a test. This test has been put before you because it's an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decisions. By not taking a step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face the same obstacle again. Yeah, some sort of like leap of faith and being, bold, having the courage to do something different. And I don't know. It's like a Leo here. You got to be brave at this time. You had to be brave in making the decision or accepting, that you don't have to settle. When it comes to finances, when it comes to career, what is blocking Leo? The fear, more fear? It says fear of success. What if you make it? What if you are successful? What's the fear about? I don't know. I should have looked at that deeper. But let's see what comes out. Leo. Legal matters. Bad contract. Not paying debt, divorce, avoiding responsibility, or shady work. Spirit says restore harmony. Face your life honestly. No matter how inconvenient that truth might be, if you choose to proceed with integrity and honesty, you will find yourself in a stable pathway towards success. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a Leo here. You got to face an inevitable fear. And you could be telling me you already did. Bottom of the deck, I got this self-exaltation again. It's the same thing Cancer had. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer. It says, elevating self-importance is manifesting in prideful attitudes towards others. Practice humility. Humility reminds you that success doesn't all come from what you have, but what you offer to others. Recognize your strengths and weaknesses and be willing to learn from others to achieve more. There's that fear of success again. Okay, so Spirit wants me to read this. Concerned that achieving success will come at the cost of something else valued. Spirit said, fuel your success. Be patient with yourself as you unravel the fear and work through the uncomfortable phase of pushing yourself towards your goals and reconstruct it with a more positive expectation. These are all the keys to success, because I see a success here for a Leo. I do. You can have this, or you can overcome this, Leo, but there's some fears that you got to face in more ways than one. All right, let's move on. That's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that was helpful. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Clear and concise message. What does Virgo need to know? Let's see, Virgo. What's the overall energy? Virgo. Ace of Wands. This is about hope, optimism, faith, being excited, the spark of creativity or creative ideas. What's the past energy, Virgo? Being stuck. The Eight of Swords. Currently, the World. Closing out a cycle. Lesson learned. Capricorn energy. Future. Eight of Cups. In the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we got Sagittarian energy with Temperance in the reverse. This talks about being impatient or feeling unbalanced. Hold on, Virgo. Real quick. Something about walking away and then regretting your choice or feeling stuck in your current reality. Fears that block your momentum and avoidance. All right, let's see. So when it comes to this Eight of Swords, there was a Virgo here. Maybe you felt like you were stuck, or you felt like there were no options. You could be telling me you felt trapped. This is all mental. This is all how you perceive something. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Sun in reverse, Leo energy. Yeah, it's like you needed more information, or you needed more clarity. Maybe there was a misunderstanding, or you misinterpreted something. You need more information. You need more. There could be a Virgo here. You felt unhappy. There's a Virgo here. You kept this to yourself, that you were feeling unhappy. What's the World? Something has come full circle. It's time to close out a chapter. The Hierophant, Taurus energy in the reverse, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like somebody here, they weren't learning. They weren't learning a lesson, although a cycle kept repeating or something. Somebody here had repetitive behaviors or repetitive beliefs that no longer serve. They no longer fit for your current circumstances. It's time to change your beliefs, so it's time to evolve your thoughts. The Page of Swords is here. This represents anxiety, feeling nervous, worrying about something. And if this is a relationship, there's a Virgo here. You felt stuck. You kept it to yourself that you were unhappy, maybe because you have children with this person. But something about the circumstance between you and another person is over. It's done. Somebody here is trying to force things, or somebody here just they won't evolve in their way of thinking. It's like they got some old beliefs, old traditional beliefs. They just don't serve. It's not helping. It's not helpful. I just feel like there could have been a situation where you felt like somebody needed to grow up. Virgo. Why is the Eight of Cups here in the reverse? What's this about? Somebody here is avoidant. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you guys were dealing with a fire sign. Three of Pentacles. Or this represents your energy. Just being resilient. Queen of Wands. Something about this person, they want to come back and work on things. Did somebody make a decision to walk away and now they're reneging on their decision? On second thought, Virgo, I think we can work this out. What's this Ace of Wands? Because I feel like, Virgo, you're looking towards a new beginning. Something that feels more exciting. Something that, you know, you can put faith and hope into, or you're manifesting. Yeah, positive forward movement. The Eight of Wands. What else? You could be telling me that you move. There's distance between you and another person. Somebody still wants you. Somebody misses you. They could be coming towards you to make a love offer. Or this could be you, Virgo. You're moving forward and I don't know, you could be meeting someone new. Give me more for that. Positive forward movement in the Knight of Cups. Moving forward, doing what you love to do. Yeah, the Knight of Swords is here. Taking action. I get that there's a Virgo here. You could be focusing on the future or manifesting something that you want. Something that's going to make you happy. Something that excites you. You could be moving, traveling. There's something about you being passionate about this, or seeing what else is out there. For some of you, you were dealing with somebody here who thought the grass was greener on the other side, Virgo, and this person ended up losing you. And fucked around and found out, and now they want to come back towards you. Virgo. Did somebody tell you that they felt unhappy in the relationship, so they ventured out to seek something else, and then they found out that ain't nothing else out there? For some of you, that's the story. Because I get this deceitful strategy, and then ending up not gaining anything because they were trying to have something a certain way, but they ended up messing everything up. They might have had a small victory, but it was not enough to sustain or keep them happy or satisfied. Yeah, because I see heartbreak. And this could have hurt you, Virgo. There could have been a third party. Maybe somebody here, they went off to be with a third party, and then they realized that there's nobody better than Virgo. Now they want to come back towards you. I feel like somebody fucked around and found out. somebody messed up. Virgo, let's see. What else does Virgo need to know? Very concise message. I'm going to take a little break after this, Virgo. Just about 5 minutes. Very concise message. Not even 5 minutes. Might just be a minute. I'm not going to be too long. I just need to When it comes to Virgo, soulmate, it says new romance is on its way. Watch out for the signs that are leading you to your true love. Yeah, there's something about Virgo having hope for the future, being excited about a new adventure with this Ace of Wands energy. This is being optimistic. Spirit wants you to keep your heart open, or just keep an open mind. Everything in divine timing. There's something about divine timing. Wait for the conditions to be right. What it is you're wanting and needing in your life will soon manifest. Yeah, you could be manifesting a new relationship or a new connection. Virgo, Aries. Some of you guys, Aries is significant, but I feel like this is you taking action. Virgo. I got spirit talk. The spirit world is trying to make contact with you to let you know they're supporting you at this time. And then I got it's brewing. So you could be telling me that you've been praying, you've been manifesting, you've been putting your petitions out to the universe saying, this is what I would like to have. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic about it. And I'm willing to wait. I'm being patient. It's something like that. It's brewing. Something special is brewing. It will flow naturally and beautifully. This transition will be smooth and painless. There's a Virgo here. You're being encouraged to keep your moves hidden. Maybe you're not telling anybody what you got going on. Maybe you're dating, or I don't know, you could be telling me that you're seeking a relationship, but you're keeping your moves hidden from everybody else. That makes sense. Because I get a Virgo here that's optimistic. There's a Virgo here that's hopeful. You're not closed off to the possibilities. You're actually looking forward to it. Virgo. Spirit is giving you signs to let you know that you're focused in the right direction. You're focusing in the right direction. Virgo. This isn't where it ends. Yeah, I feel like there's a Virgo here. It's like, okay, somebody walked away from me, or something ended between me and another person. They done gone off and did their own thing. They want me back, but I don't want them. I'm looking for something new. I'm keeping my options open to something new, a new adventure. Or it could be you want the person from the past. I don't know, Virgo, but I just see optimism. Make sure you play fair. I don't know what that means, Virgo. Make sure you play fair. Maybe that's the other person. The other person wasn't being fair. So why should you give them an opportunity at a second chance? Show yourself love the way you show others. You could be telling me that that's your outlook on life now. It's like, I'm going to start loving myself now. This is where you got so much optimism about the future. I just get that there's a Virgo here who's manifesting this deep down in your heart. And you're being patient. There's something about divine timing. When the time is right, or when you meet the right person, you'll move forward. You'll take action. But I don't know, your past going to come back after making a poor choice, a poor decision. And I feel like, Virgo, you might be optimistic about that, but something tells me that Spirit is saying to keep your options open. Keep an open mind. What's going on with Virgo? Yeah, somebody regrets their decision. Somebody could regret their decision. Very precise message. What does Virgo need to know? Virgo. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. There's that regret. Regret says, I know that I cannot change the past. Virgo, purpose. What's this? You have chosen to reincarnate on Earth for one major goal, to express love in all that you do. The obstacles of this physical dimension can distract you from that goal, and it's easy to lose your way. Life on earth is full of obligations that require your conscious attention. But that doesn't mean that you can't infuse all your decisions with caring and compassion. Your purpose in life is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose. What activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy? That is the direction your soul is calling you toward, to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to the world. If you're not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there's a better way to manifest your own distinct gifts. Listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. Ace of Wands. I feel like, Virgo, you could be telling me that you've changed your focus as far as your purpose, or what your spirit is calling you to do, or go what direction to go in. Somebody here has regrets. I don't know if that's you or somebody you were dealing with, Virgo, but somebody regrets how they treated you or the decision they made. So anyway, let's look at money. When it comes to money, what are the blockages? I just saw block crown chakra. It says you may experience narrow-mindedness, greed, materialism, excessive egoism. To unblock this seventh chakra, heal by practicing living a minimalist life. Use crystals or go outside to help you experience spiritual growth and feel more connected to the universe. What are the blockages? What could be blocking Virgo from having the kind of money that they need or they desire, or career? Abusing power. Virgo, using gifts as a means of manipulating power or some selfish personal benefit. I don't know if this is you or somebody else. It says, find your real power. Be aware of your feelings of power. If you remain aware of this feeling and its circumstances, you will not be entrapped by myths that power is money, fame, social class, or some fancy title. Virgo, I don't know what that means, honey, but it came out, okay? It came out. Bottom of the deck could be some legal matters. I'm also seeing wrong path. I don't know how to feel about this, Virgo. I don't. But, legal matters. A bad contract, not paying debts, divorce, avoiding responsibility, or shady work. Restore harmony. Face your life honestly, no matter how inconvenient the truth might be. If you choose to proceed with integrity and honesty, you will find yourself on a stable pathway towards success. Yeah, something about this situation is headed in the wrong direction. It says the red flags are trying to make you aware that something's wrong. Right the wrong. If you feel that you're not making progress in life, then it may be that you have chosen the wrong path. Trace your mistake so that you can make the necessary changes. That's what I have for you, Virgo. I'm not even going to dwell on that. I don't know. That's what Spirit said, okay? I don't know if that's something you need to know or somebody else. But anyway, give me just a couple of seconds here, and we're going to continue with Libra. All right, here I come, collector. All right, Libra, you up. Okay, Libra. Scorpio, Libra. All right, let's see. What is the overall energy that surrounds Libra? Very concise message. Libra. Overall energy for Libra. Whoa. The Ace of Swords. Clarity. This could be an awakening. What's the past energy? The Eight of Wands. There could be, with this clarity comes positive forward movement. Like knowing what direction you want to go in. Knowing what to do next. Ace of Cups. So we got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. This is brand new energies, Libra. What else? New energies. The King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Action, taking the lead. Some of you guys could be telling me you're dealing with the fire sign. Okay, Libra, there's your energy. Taurus, Libra energy, the Empress. Doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. You have a lot to offer. You come with abundance. Somebody here could be pregnant. That's not going to be for every Libra, but I had to say it. Bottom of the deck, there's that Ace of Wands. So 3 aces. You could be telling me you see 111 on the clock a lot. And there's the Emperor. Some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign, but this is about taking the lead, taking action. Libra. Let's see. I don't know why I sat the deck down and then picked it right back up. What's the Ace of Cups? The Ace of Cups could be a brand new journey in love. This could represent a new connection in love. This could be, you know, you finding more love for yourself. The King of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody here was very dramatic or emotionally unavailable. The High Priestess. And this person held secrets. Pisces energy. Libra, you could be telling me that you had to love yourself. It's fine time to start loving yourself. What's this King of Wands? The Four of Wands in the reverse. So there was disharmony in this connection. Disharmony in this relationship. You and this person trigger each other. There's a lot of mirroring. The Three of Swords just popped out in the reverse. It's time for you to move on from heartbreak. Or you're trying to move on from heartbreak. There could have been a third-party interference, Libra. The Empress is here. But you have so much to offer. The Two of Wands in the reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. There was a difficult decision. Somebody here, it's like you had to make a decision, but the options suck. You didn't necessarily like your options. Queen of Pentacles. This is one of the aspects of the Empress. This is one side of the Empress. Something about being self-sufficient, confident, and being able to make something out of nothing. Or, Libra, you could be telling me that you had to make a difficult decision about a Queen of Pentacles. This could have been your spouse or the mother or father of your children. The Ace of Swords is here, and whatever is going on here, Libra, I just feel like you got clarity. This could represent an awakening. What is this? Five of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. The truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is there's a lot of disappointment when it comes to the outcome, in the situation. And with the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy, something has shifted. There's a positive shift, though. Thank you, love. Peace. So, Libra, something has shifted here, my love. It feels like there was an awakening. So I'm just looking at this crown on the Ace of Swords. Maybe you and this person had to have a heart-to-heart conversation, or it's something about the truth, accepting the truth of the matter. Somebody here was either emotionally unavailable, or somebody here just brought too much emotional drama and secrets. I got Pisces here, Sagittarius here, Taurus, Libra is here. You could be telling me that you're reflecting over the past. You're seeing how you invested, what was invested in this relationship. Maybe you poured more into this connection than the other person. It feels like, I don't know, maybe you felt like you were being used. Libra. There's an awakening. And I feel like with that awakening, like I said, with the Ace of Cups, you're recognizing how important it is that you love yourself at this time, that you pour love into yourself. There's a positive shift out of this, though, whatever's happening. I feel like, too, Libra, you could be needing to change your focus. I get that somebody could have let you down or hurt you, disappointed you, but Spirit is saying there's always the possibility, like, focusing on what didn't work out could be creating, I don't know, issues, keeping you stuck in the past. But the Two of Cups here represent the possibilities. So changing your focus, because this person's focused on, what failed, what didn't work out. What else for Libra? Clear and concise message. Yeah, something has come full circle. You could be telling me that you're closing out a cycle or chapter of your past. It's like there's a Libra here. You're accepting the truth of the matter. Or you got clarity about this situation. Fiery passion. Be intense, be passionate, and worked up. But about the things that matter. Things that change your life. You got a bright future ahead of you, Libra. Like I said, with that Empress energy, which, by the way, you don't have to be a woman. You can be a man in Empress energy. You got a bright future ahead. You have a lot to offer. I see you as somebody here. You can make something out of nothing. Yeah, Spirit is saying transmute your circumstances. If there are blockages, you may be needed to alchemize the circumstances, so that things pan out more in your favor. Like I said, changing your focus, messages. You will soon receive good news. It can come in the form of an email, text message, phone call, or a letter. Let me get one more. There's your energy, Libra. It says, find joy in what you already have. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. This is justice. This is happening in divine timing. Wait for the conditions to be right. What it is you're wanting and needing in your life will soon manifest. So Libra, it just feels like you guys, either you're having an awakening, you're gaining the clarity that you need. Spirit wants you to change your focus. Don't focus on what did not work out. It may have been that way for a reason. I'm seeing you having this passion, or Spirit wants you to be passionate about the future, because the future is bright. The future is bright. You got a lot to look forward to because you have a lot to offer. You deserve more, Libra. What else does Libra need to know? Clear and concise message. Yeah, it's like you had to accept the truth. I get that there's a Libra here that's accepting the truth. Libra. What else does Libra need to know? Libra. Somebody here, you had to make some decisions because it was detrimental to your health. Something about your health. This could be mental, emotional, spiritual health. You're gaining clarity about what could have been affecting you health-wise. I do have messages here. It says, you will soon receive this good news. It could come in the form of an email. I just feel like the messages could come from anywhere. It could come from spirit. There could be red flags, signs that are trying to get your attention. I got self-esteem here at the bottom of the deck too. What's this health energy? Why is health here for Libra? Your body is your temple, and you are responsible for its care. You have chosen to incarnate in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons. If you don't maintain the physical vehicle that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about nourishment and exercise. You could be a sensitive being who must be conscious of your surroundings because it can be easily draining, or you could be easily drained by people, places, or things. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with anyone, or just bring your mind back to your heart throughout the day to rejuvenate. This card may signify a desire to assist others through physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved professionally in medical field, body work, or psychiatry and counseling. Or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital dis-ease, past life work may be of some benefit. Some of you guys, you do aid in helping other people gain clarity and insight. It could be draining to you. Maybe this is a message to make sure that you're balancing your work life and your personal life, Libra. That's for some of you, not all of you, but yeah, I got self-esteem here at the bottom of the deck. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, Libra. Okay, so that's what I have on that. Let me get you advice when it comes to money and career. Hold on one second. What does Libra need to know when it comes to finances? Oh, let me get one more oracle message before I do that. So for some of you, this was a matter of health, like your health. Clear and concise message, Libra. Libra, nothing is missing from your life. So you're not missing anything. Okay, God don't make no mistakes. God made you with everything that you need. You have everything that you need to prosper. Bottom of the deck, show yourself the love that you show others. All right, so that's what I have for you on that. Let's get some advice for money for Libra. When it comes to your money, your finances, or career choices, what could be blocking a Libra? I just saw a blocked solar plexus chakra. Again, something about self-esteem. Your solar plexus is located where your abdomen is. The mantra is, I can. This is about your self-esteem. It says, you may experience low self-esteem, overly rigid or controlling behavior. To unblock the third chakra, go outside to use the energy of the sun and recharge your yellow chakra, or do fire meditation with crystals to help boost your confidence, optimism, and well-being. So something about a blocked solar plexus chakra. Libra. What does Libra need to know? Small dreams. Not dreaming big enough that can create a high impact, meaningful life. Dream bigger. There's nothing to be ashamed of to have small dreams, but is it what you truly want? To reach your higher heights, shift your mindset and dream a bit bigger. You are capable of so much more. All right, Libra, so what's holding you back? What's holding you back from having what it is that you want? That's what I have for you, hon. I hope that made sense. I hope that brought you clarity and confirmation. Let's move on to Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. It's your season. Scorpio. What is the overall energy that surrounds Scorpio at this time? Clear and concise message. Scorpio, we have a visitor. Come here, honey. Did you come in here to see me? Huh? You want to say hi to the people? Why your ears wet? Say hi to the people. You need a haircut. Are you a Scorpio? Because if you're not a Scorpio, then you can't be in this message. This message ain't for you. All right, this is Honey, everybody. Honey is scared I'm going to drop her, and I'm not. But she's scared. Okay. All right, honey. Thank you for coming to visit me. All right, fam. All right. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? What is the overall energy for Scorpio? You got two cards. Scorpio, you got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands as the overall energy. First of all, the Knight of Swords could be you taking some sort of action. You could be speaking up for yourself, or you're moving forward, facing some sort of challenge, facing a fear. I got the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. This is you being fearless, being confident, going for what it is that you want. What's the past energy for Scorpio? Manifesting. The Queen of Wands is a master manifester. Four of Pentacles. Current energy, Page of Pentacles. The future is the Four of Cups. So yeah, what it looks like could be somebody that wants to say something to you, Scorpio, because they see you bouncing back. You're a hell of attractive at this time. You're attracting a lot of attention, Scorpio. You're looking good. You're very sexy, very, I don't know, magnetic at this time. But you could be telling me that you're taking action on something that you're manifesting. You're unstoppable, Scorpio. What's this Four of Pentacles? Because either somebody don't want to let you go. Somebody don't want to let you go. Four of Pentacles. Could be an Aries. It's either that, Scorpio, or you've been holding back. Not in a bad way. I feel like this holding back is for a reason. But anyway, we got Aries energy here with the Emperor. And then we got Judgment. With Aries energy, I see you, either somebody here wants to return. Somebody wants to return to you, Scorpio. Somebody misses you. They see you over here looking fine. They see you over here manifesting, doing you, bouncing back. And this person wants you back. Somebody here could be of a mature age. Judgment, reconciliation. Scorpio, you could be telling me that you're focused on a new beginning. This is like the phoenix rising from the ashes energy with this judgment. Why is Page of Pentacles here in the reverse? This is somebody from your past. This is past energy. Past energy is saying that maybe you were stuck, or you thought you were stuck, or somebody had you trapped or feeling that way. The Nine of Wands in the reverse, this could represent feeling exhausted and drained, but also willing to defend yourself. Maybe you felt like you needed to defend yourself. You were being attacked in some way. Why is the Four of Cups here for Scorpio? You could be telling me that you're rejecting someone. You're rejecting somebody's offer. Scorpio is like, get somebody else to do it. I'm seeing this King of Swords. Somebody was trying to be manipulative. They only want you back because they see you doing better. They're unhappy with themselves, or they're unhappy with their current situation. This person made you unhappy. Yeah, I feel like Scorpio is like, get somebody else to do it. Scorpio, you could be rejecting someone here. Yeah, whoever this person is, I feel like they brought more drama in here. I don't know why I feel like somebody here they didn't have no plans. They didn't know what to do with you, Scorpio. They didn't know how to handle you. You could be telling me that you felt like you had to walk on eggshells when you were in this connection. There's something about feeling attacked. Leo energy could be significant. Oh, give me more for this Knight of Swords and Queen of Wands. Something tells me that this person's coming towards you because you bouncing back and you look good. It's something about you being attractive. I got the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. Whoever this person is, I don't know if they having a fall from grace. They had a fall from grace. Surrender. Give me more. Yeah. Somebody here, why am I hearing they fucked around and found out? They lost Scorpio. The Ten of Swords in the reverse is self-sabotage. This person sabotaged themselves. They sabotaged this situation with you. You bouncing back. And I feel like you don't want them back. They were manipulative. This person could have been demeaning, or they tried to shame you or make you feel some kind of way. They wanted you to feel some kind of way about yourself. They wanted you to be codependent. They wanted you to be dependent on them. But that's not you. This person could be forced to surrender because whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. Or however they tried. I don't know why I feel like they wanted to manipulate you. Is this person jealous of you or envious of you, Scorpio? Because what the heck? Scorpio don't want them back. Scorpio is like, get somebody else to do it. You had your chance. You had an opportunity. You had an opportunity. Now that I'm looking good, doing good, feeling good, you can't come back. Clear and concise message. You're healing. You've been healing. You've been healing your nervous system. I don't know why I feel like somebody was attacking you. They were attacking you because they were jealous. I feel like they were envious of you, Scorpio. Low key or whatever. Scorpio. Warrior spirit. Yeah, they got the wrong one. It says, stand your ground and unlock the warrior within you to help you conquer any obstacle and secure your victory. Yeah. Scorpio is like, you better get out of my way. Dreams. Somebody here was trying to downplay your dreams. Or whatever it is that Capricorn. Yeah, look, we got the wheel and we got hidden enemies. I don't think you know how deep this person's disdain for your success was, or how somebody wanted to like tear you down or make you feel some kind of way. Scorpio, I get a narcissistic energy. I feel like they didn't do nothing but help you find your inner strength. Something about you working hard. You work hard and then somebody tries to tear you down for your efforts, or I don't know. They didn't know how strong you were. Yeah, whatever's happening, I feel like your luck is changing. It says your luck is about to change. There's unseen forces working for you. Yeah, your ancestors don't play about you, which would change your path of life. See, because you had these, I don't know if this is one person or this could be a multitude of people. You put it however it resonates. But you had people here who were secretly your enemies. You posed a threat, and that's why they felt the need to attack you. Or they felt the need to talk crazy to you, Scorpio. Something like that. Maybe these people didn't feel like you deserved whatever it is that you're working hard for, or somebody here wanted you to abandon your dreams. Something like that, Scorpio. Let's see. Clear and concise message. They work hard to like destroy your dreams. I keep seeing this discipline energy. Something about discipline. Yeah, it's like you have been working hard. You have been focused, you have been diligent and disciplined, working hard. And somebody here, they was creating unnecessary challenges. Because Scorpio is going to win. We got abundance. It says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. That's exactly what the Queen of Wands is all about. Queen of Wands is going to make it by any means necessary. A lot of people could be hating on you because of that, because of your work ethic. Balance is here at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio. I had to look. Scorpio, always remember that you are God, and God is all about creation. God says yes, and the ego says no. In order to have abundance in all areas of your life, you must create the space of receiving and know that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more you can release limiting thinking and worry, the more you open up to receiving the infinite flow of the universe. Allow yourself to have fun while manifesting what you want in life and enjoy the process. By embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. It is natural to have abundance in your life, and you must realize that any thoughts of limitedness may have come from either a past life or a life condition you chose to overcome. They could also originate from programming. Oh, so this person was trying to program some old negative thinking. They tried it. They tried it, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. I forgot where I was at. But now is the time to begin to live with the realization that you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of your life. When you are in vibration of receiving, you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. Yeah, I get that there's a Scorpio here. You focus on manifesting. Despite what other people are saying, the naysayers or whoever the hell this narcissistic energy is, just because they can't achieve it don't mean Scorpio can't. Scorpio. I got balance here. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Yeah, these people need to get their life together, Scorpio. I feel like it's not affecting you. I get that there's a Scorpio here that's unstoppable. I get that your energy is unstoppable. Like, they tried. When it comes to finance, career, well, let me get another oracle message real quick, Scorpio. I just saw change how you think about it. All signs are pointing to a victory. Your luck is about to change. if it hasn't already, Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. If you're thinking it, it is possible. Scorpio, bottom of the deck, say no and move on. It's so interesting because I did a reading for you guys earlier today, and the overall energy that came out in you guys' reading was no. No is a complete sentence, Scorpio. So the message still applies. You might want to check that reading out. I did it today. Scorpio, ain't nobody about to stop you. Ain't nobody about to talk you out of your dreams. What the hell is wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them, Scorpio? All right, let's see. Money and career. I just saw divine timing. What's for you is for you. Yeah, there it is. What's for Scorpio is for them. It says no blocks exist. Just the timeline of your success is not only up to you. Spirit said, let go and trust. Let things, wait a minute, though things may be slow and frustrating or not making sense, divine timing assures that the universe is placing people, things, lessons, and more into your life only when you are ready. Scorpio. So this is about divine timing. This ain't about, yeah, you got energy vampires. Look at this crap. Success vampires. There's people here that didn't want to see you be successful, Scorpio. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. And I feel like this is Scorpio is like, better get out of my face. Better get out of my way. Scorpio. Whatever it is that you're creating. Okay. Whatever it is that you're creating, Scorpio, stay focused on that. But don't be too serious. Be careful. Okay? It says, caught up in seriousness makes it hard to enjoy what you're doing. Smell the roses. When you take life too seriously, you risk losing sight of what actually needs your attention. Move away from thinking your purpose is your job, and you will start to see your life in a new light. Maybe this person wanted you to be all serious and shit. Listen, Scorpio, this is about you having fun. It's your season. It's your season. You ain't got time to be saying, you ain't taking them seriously. All right, Scorpio. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday, Scorpio. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. I have got to put some chapstick on my lip, y'all, because this ain't working. All right, Sagittarius. What are the messages for you guys? I hate when I sit in a chair that rolls. When shit always roll backward. I be trying not to crash. Okay. Messages for Sagittarius. Clear and concise message. Benevolent ancestors. Ooh, as soon as I split the deck, I get the Empress. Some of you guys are Empresses. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. It just represents you're abundant. You have a lot to offer. Sagittarius. What is the overall energy for you guys? Justice in the reverse. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. You have Libra in your chart. There has been some unfairness going on lately. You feel mistreated or you feel like there's been an injustice. You could be telling me you feel like things are off or unbalanced. You're trying to find balance, Sagittarius. What's the past energy? Okay, Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles for the current, and future is the Hermit. Page of Pentacles. You could be telling me that you just started something. You could just started a job. You could have started a new journey. You could have just moved into a new place. There's something new. Maybe this is you trying to figure out how to start over again. What's this Page of Pentacles for Sagittarius? Six of Pentacles. The Hangman. Pisces energy is here. There's something about balance being restored, peace and harmony. We got the Hangman, a change in perspective. Spirit could be telling you that it's time for you to change your perspective, Sagittarius. Maybe look at something from a different angle, to have a fresher look at it. You could be telling me that you feel like there's delays or you feel stuck. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? This could have something to do with focus or what you do for work. Yeah, there's like scattered energy. Or there's something about it's hard to focus. Two of Pentacles, yeah, there's a need to restore balance. Maybe you feel overwhelmed or you just got a lot on your plate. You could be telling me that something is off because, you know, there's just more. How do I put this? So you could be focusing on certain areas of your life, so much so that another area is being neglected. Does that make sense? It's just hard to focus. I got the Hermit, Virgo energy. Sagittarius, there's a need for you to go within. Something about isolation, taking the time to seek the answers. But it's like you may have to create an environment of peace for yourself. Maybe you don't want to be bothered. Maybe you feel like you want to be alone. What's this energy? But I feel like it's for a reason, because it's hard to focus. It could be because somebody broke your heart. You're trying to get over a heartbreak, Sagittarius. What? Okay. Yeah. That's what hit the floor. You're moving forward. And I feel like you're moving forward from chaos or chaotic energy. So yeah, I feel like there's a Sagittarius here. You just want to be left alone. You need to get your bearings together. You need to, I don't know. Shit's crazy right now. Peace, love. Here come my daughter. She being loud. All right, so Sagittarius, why is this justice energy in the reverse? What does Sagittarius need to know about that? The Page of Swords came out in the reverse. And the Sun in the reverse. Leo energy could be significant. So when it comes to this imbalance, because that's what justice is in the reverse. It's an imbalance. Maybe you feel like you're going in the wrong direction or something's off. Or somebody here is just being unfair to you. Whoever this person is, they're watching you or they're just creating, I don't know, is this gossip? Somebody here is like talking about you or trying to defame your character or this. The Sun in the reverse. Somebody's unhappy with something or there's a lack of clarity. What is this, Sagittarius? Maybe it's time for you to speak your truth or hold on, loves. I need some help. Yeah, somebody's being arrogant and dishonest. Somebody here could have been gossiping or just creating a bunch of fuckery. Whoever this person is, they could be watching you. Something about being unhappy. Maybe you and this person are not speaking. This is the same person that you're trying to get over when it comes to this heartbreak and you moving on. Sagittarius, you're being encouraged to keep your moves hidden. You could be telling me that you blocked this person. Even if you blocked them, they probably would make fake profiles or fake pages to follow you. I get that they're following or watching you, not trying to create paranoia or anything, but The Page of Swords in the reverse, sometimes that represents like somebody who's watching you, but I mean, they could be just talking shit, talking about you. Maybe they're venting because they're pissed off, they're upset. Give me more for this, for Sagittarius. Somebody here is immature and childish. Yeah, there's your energy. The thing about it is, whoever this is, they're a non-motherfucking factor. It don't matter because things are shifting in a positive direction. This is a positive shift. So, irregardless of how somebody might feel, this injustice will be made right. Either karmically, maybe even in the legal system. Maybe you feel like you had to take somebody to court, or somebody may have thought they won. I get that things are turning out in your favor. Give me more. Yeah, Two of Cups. You could be telling me that you're in a new relationship, Sagittarius, or you met someone new. Maybe this person's pissed off about it. They're trying to spy on you, or they're trying to ruin your new relationship, your new connection. It's not going to work. It hasn't worked. Again, you got to keep your moves hidden. You probably are doing that, but I'm just reiterating it. Somebody's being impulsive and unpredictable. Yeah, it's like they don't know how to handle. Somebody's being childish. They don't know how to handle this. They feel like this is an injustice. Yeah, I see you being confident. Queen of Pentacle energy. Or you could be telling me that this is the mother of your children, mother or father of your children. Put it however it resonates. This person was afraid of taking a risk, or they were afraid of change. They were being a fool. Somebody here is acting like a fool, Sagittarius. Somebody here wants you to be unfocused. They wanted you to be unfocused. But there's a Sagittarius, you moving on, and you're getting over, or you're trying to heal, recover from this heartbreak. This is why you want to be left alone, or you want to keep your moves to yourself, or be silent about how you're moving. Anyway, just keep in mind that there's a positive shift. Okay, things are turning in your favor. Let's see, what else for Sagittarius? Somebody here needs to get a grip. Clear and concise message. What does Sagittarius need to know? It's like somebody wants to see you hurt or upset or something. Divine truth. It says, you will know the truth. Answers will come in time, and unnecessary questions will fall away. Clarity. Yeah, you getting the truth. There's something about truth. The truth is being revealed. Maybe this person is upset because now they know the truth. They should have treated you better. They should have worked harder. Celebration. Yeah, you are going to have a victory. If you are not already feeling like you are achieving a victory, you will in the future. It says get ready to celebrate. An achievement, a wedding, or a social event is on the horizon. Pisces energy could be significant. Focus and commit yourself to your spiritual growth and practice to be able to receive the gifts of the divine. Ooh, what was that? Virgo energy. Again, we saw that with the Hermit. It says, you're unique and your life is your own. Build a routine that works for you and helps you stabilize your life. Somebody here, your North and South nodes are in Pisces, Virgo. Is that the North and South node? I don't know. You're unique, Sagittarius, so And I don't know, something about that. You cannot be held captive, or you cannot be, I don't know how to put that. It's like you have to have your freedom. You have to be able to do the things that make you happy, or else it's just not going to work. Something about you being an influencer. It says maintain awareness of yourself and your external environment to measure the impact of influence. Somebody here, were they trying to influence you otherwise, or they trying to influence the circumstances so they don't work out for you? Like if you're in a new relationship, this person is trying to create some sort of an illusion, or they're trying to create chaos so that you don't be happy. I don't know, it's something like that. It's weird. Sagittarius. Clear and concise message. This person don't want to be lonely. Something about loneliness. They're lonely and miserable, so they hating on you. Clear and concise message. What does Sagittarius need to know? Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Relationships is at the bottom of the deck. What's this imagination? What does Sagittarius need to know about that? Why did that come out for them? By its very nature, the physical body is limited by the 3 dimensions, but your mind is free to travel without boundaries and merge with the cosmic consciousness. Your mind is a great creator, and your imagination is its toolbox. Everything in life begins with the energy of imagination. Thoughts are real, and they can manifest themselves into the physical world. Train your mind to only have positive thoughts, and you will attract positivity into your life. If you can see it, you can be it. Visualize the components that you want in your life and imbue those thoughts with love, and they will become your reality. Conversely, if your mind stays or strays to negative thoughts, you will only bring that energy to you. Be positive and loving. Imagination is creativity. Express yourself and let your imagination assist you in letting go of any creative blocks, and allow your dreams to come true. Remember, you are not doing this for other people. It is your soul opening up and singing its own unique song. Again, I just get the impression that there's a Sagittarius. You can't be held down by somebody. I don't know if this person wanted to control you, or they think they still can control you. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Exactly. You're being directed to keep your moves hidden and move on from somebody here who is trying to block you from being happy. Just period. Something like that. Let's see. What else for Sagittarius? I'm seeing say no and move on. Sagittarius. What else does Sagittarius need to know? Then we'll look at money and career. You can win this battle. Exactly. Because I feel like that's what it is. It feels like some sort of challenge or something that was creating an imbalance. Bottom of the deck, never let fear decide your future. Sagittarius, never let fear decide your future. Is that what they wanted you to do? They wanted you to be in fear so that you don't, find the happiness that you want. When it comes to money, when it comes to career, clear and concise message. Yes, justice will be served. That's right. What does Sagittarius need to know moving forward? Sagittarius, small dreams. Not dreaming big enough that can create a high impact, meaningful life. Remember, we just saw imagination. Spirit is saying, dream bigger. There's nothing to be ashamed of to have small dreams, but is that what you truly want? To reach your higher height, shift your mindset and dream a bit bigger. You are capable of so much more. Bottom of the deck, we got unrealistic expectations. I think we got that for Cancer. But anyway, it says some of your expectations may not be grounded in reality. Spirit wants you to explore other expectations or explore expectations. Begin to reconsider your expectations and try to keep your focus on areas inside of your control, like your own actions and choices for more realistic, achievable outcomes. So, Spirit is recommending that you dream bigger. Don't be afraid to dream bigger. Don't be afraid to use your imagination because you have a unique imagination, Sagittarius. And make sure that you don't allow other people to create unrealistic expectations for you. Make sure that you stay grounded in your reality. That's what I'm saying, Sagittarius. I hope that message was helpful, huh? Okay. Let's move on now to Capricorn. Capricorn. What is the overall energy? Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. Messages for Capricorn. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, if these messages are resonating. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Capricorn. Overall energy, the King of Wands. The King of Wands. You're welcome, love. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. This is about being a leader, taking the lead, taking action. What's the past energy for Capricorn? The Tower in reverse. Current energy, the Four of Wands. And future. Victory. I love it. I am seeing the Magician here, Gemini energy. So this is about taking the lead. This is about you manifesting. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. You're manifesting. Capricorn. This is about being optimistic. What is it that you want? Why is the King of Wands here? Who is this? Is this Capricorn or is this somebody else? What's this energy of a leader? It feels like it's Capricorn energy. The Three of Pentacles just flew out in the reverse. And the High Priestess came out sideways. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, so you could be telling me that either you and another person weren't getting along. This could be about work. Something was not working. The High Priestess came out sideways. So I could look at it like you could be encouraged to use your instincts, your intuition, or this is secret. Something's not working out because there's secrets. Something's hidden. Somebody here is not divulging all the information. Give me more. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody here is not content. Somebody here feels like they could be, you know, things could be better. They're not really where they want to be, financially. Why is the Tower here in the reverse? Major Arcana for Scorpio, Aries energy. Somebody here could be avoiding something. What's this avoiding energy? There's fear. The Hierophant, Taurus energy in the reverse. There's an unfinished lesson, unlearned lesson, or this could be a marriage. You and this person are not on the same page, or a high-level commitment. You and somebody else are not getting along. Y'all not seeing eye to eye. Somebody has some old ways of thinking they need to evolve from. The Three of Cups in the reverse. Somebody here keeps complaining. Well, instead of complaining about your circumstances, do something about it or do something to change it. But then they're scared to change because the Tower's in reverse. Why is the Four of Wands here? This could be a relationship, like a marriage, or there's something about disharmony between two people. You can be telling me you and your person, y'all triggering each other. There's arguments. What's this Four of Wands? I just got Death in the reverse. More fear. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the reverse. You could be telling me that somebody that you're in a marriage or a relationship, high-level relationship, they're greedy. They're selfish. They're only thinking about themselves, or there's fear of losing this person, or this person fears losing you. We got victory here. You could be telling me that you made some sort of decision, Capricorn. Whatever it was the right decision. What's this victory? Yeah, because somebody here was full of excuses. Either somebody here is full of excuses, or this person just acts really childish. They don't take accountability. With the Queen of Pentacles, though, I feel like that's you. You're self-sufficient. You can make something out of nothing. You can make something out of nothing. So what's the fear? Because, I mean, I don't see where this person is benefiting in any way. I feel like this person is very selfish. Or the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's procrastination. There's procrastination, or there's delays of some sort. It's like you have a goal, or you're determined to move forward, but you're going at it very slowly, or not at all. The Sun, Leo energy in the reverse. Maybe there's a lack of clarity. Somebody here is not happy. Capricorn, you could be telling me that there's just a lot of unhappiness. There's children. Children could be a factor. Maybe, you know, somebody here is moving slowly because children are a factor. Whatever the circumstances is, I see a Capricorn here that's over it. You don't care anymore about something. The Empress. You're ready to take action, but maybe you can't. Maybe there's, like I said, children could be a factor. Maybe you can't just make a decision. Maybe you can't just make a move. Somebody here, you could be trying to avoid a disaster, avoid a argument. This gives me the impression that you've already made your mind up. You're just waiting for the right time, or you're just waiting for certain circumstances to align themselves. Or Capricorn, you've already made the decision. You've already moved on, because I'm seeing a victory. I'm seeing a victory here. Because you already know. It's like you're confident about who you are, what you're capable of. You know that you can start over at any point in your life, and you can make something happen. I don't know. I just feel like there's something about not being able to get along, not being able to work things out. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse could be the loss of a family situation. It's like you and this person can't see eye to eye. This person could have a very dominant personality, or they like to be in control. You could be telling me that you're being strategic about how you're moving forward, because there's children involved. That's not going to be for every Capricorn, but I have to say it. Clear and concise message. I just feel like you're sure about not being happy. Clear and concise. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that, huh? Clear and concise message. What else for Capricorn? Capricorn, independence. Something tells me that on a spiritual level, you're supposed to be doing something independently. It says it's time to pursue something independently and surrender your over-dependency on others. What else? Somebody here, you can have a cat. Somebody's cat transitioned. My condolences. But I feel like this person, or this cat, I mean, the spirit of the cat watches over you. Capricorn, I see Saturn. That is the planet that rules Capricorn. It says tough love is necessary in order to shed parts of yourself that are immature or standing in your way of expanding. So something tells me this is all happening for a divine reason. Maybe you can't understand it. It's hard. It ain't easy, whatever this is. Justice, Libra energy. Find joy in what you already have. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Something about justice being served. I got options. It's time to consider your options. It says you have many options available to you. Take the time to look, or take the time to take a wider look at your situation to explore those options. I don't know, Capricorn, maybe that's difficult for you at this time. Maybe that's not so simple or so easy, but this is what Spirit is recommending. What else for Capricorn? I told you this wasn't easy. Whatever this is, this moment for Capricorn, it's not easy. I don't feel like it's designed to be easy. This could be forcing a Capricorn to do something on their own, and that's not what you wanted to do. But unfortunately, it just looks like that's the way things are panning out here. I got influence. It says maintain awareness of yourself and your external environment to measure the impact of influence. I don't know, Capricorn. Something tells me that you could be forced to be more independent, love. So something tells me to allow things, something tells me to tell you to allow things to unfold naturally. It might be hard, it might be difficult, but I feel like something is happening for you, not to you. What else for Capricorn? Yeah, I'm seeing courage. There's something about you needing to be brave. Pull up that confidence that you have within you, because Capricorns tend to be very confident individuals for the most part. These messages may or may not resonate with everyone, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. What was that? Yeah, I'm seeing grief. Maybe you feel upset about how things turned out. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I don't know why I feel like I want to leave those out, but I got grief and then I got love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Capricorn, what's this grief? This is the way it came out for me. Why is that here? It says, nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because the parting is temporary and illusory. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept in your heart that you will be reunited with everything you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. Wow. Capricorn, why is love here? I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles and challenges of the physical dimension attempt to trick you into thinking that there are other ways to view life. But there is only one way, and that is There is only one way that is natural to you, and that's being love. That is love. This card simply reminds you that your soul is made of God's pure divine vibrational force of love, and that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. Love is a healing energy. All anxiety and drama cannot exist in the aura of love. Most souls have come back upon the earth to learn, accept, and utilize this harmonic force and to see its effects upon their lives. It is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power of God and assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. It builds, fortifies, and strengthens even the most lost person. When we live in the power of love, then and only then will we know truth. True love is a spirit link between us and God. It will guide our footsteps through the conflicts of the material world and will cleanse our hearts of unwanted facets of the human personality. This is deep, Capricorn. The heck? Why your energy got to come up so deep, Capricorn? Jeez. What else for Capricorn? I'm sending you guys a lot of love, Capricorn, because there's something that you guys are really, trying to understand. Never let fear decide your future. Clear, concise message. Your emotions have been very deep lately. What can I say? Wow. Capricorn, understand. Things are going to happen and fast. Things are going to happen and fast. As hard as it may be, keep going. It's worth it. As hard as it may be, keep going. It's worth it. Those are your messages. Also, I see where it says you'll get exactly what you put in. So be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of what you're manifesting, Capricorn. I get it. It could be very emotionally challenging. It could be very hard at this time. But you're being encouraged to try your best to keep your thoughts positive so that you don't manifest more sadness, more grief. Capricorn, that was not easy. Okay, Capricorn. When it comes to finance and career, what does Capricorn need to know? Going it alone. What is it about you guys and doing something independently? It says the burden of going it alone is limiting and harder to make it to the top. Spirit said, ask for help. Whatever you have mastered and can now do easily, delegate it. If you need help, look for a mentor to help you get to where you want to be. You don't have to do it alone. I don't know. Something tells me, Capricorn, that you may be needing to ask for help. That might be something that's hard and challenging for a Capricorn. On the one hand, you could be telling me that you're somebody that's fiercely independent. You don't like for people to tell you what to do. But then at the same time, I feel like there's like this push for you to be independent. So I don't. It may be hard for you to ask for someone to help you. There's something with this unrealistic expectations tonight. It keeps coming out. It's at the bottom of the deck. But I've been forced to be independent, and I'm basically accepted that I'm in this alone. This is resonating with me a lot. Like I said, I'm sending you a lot of love out there, because this feels, it's almost like that tough love energy, that Saturn energy. You could be telling me that you're going through a Saturn return. But remember how we saw that? And Saturn governs Capricorn. And the first words out says tough love. So You're coming up against opposition. This could be difficult to get through, but it won't be impossible. Capricorns, you got this, Capricorn. Again, watch your thinking because your thoughts create your reality, okay? Try not to get jaded. Try not to be, you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, I personally don't understand what it is that you're going through, but I get what Spirit is trying to say here. Again, it just feels like something could be happening for you and not to you. It's something about learning a tough love lesson here. And that is what I have for you. Okay, Capricorn? Sorry I couldn't give you something. Well, I mean, this is your energy, so I'm just reading it. But sorry I couldn't give you something different. Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see. What is the overall energy for you guys? Clear and concise message for Aquarius. What is the overall energy? You're welcome. My pleasure. All right, overall energy for Aquarius. Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. What does Aquarius need to know? Overall energy for Aquarius. The Page of Cups. This could be about good news. Aquarius, the Page of Cups is serendipity. Being in the right place at the right time for a blessing, for a miracle. That fish popping out of the cup, that symbolizes that miracle energy. What's the past? The Chariot in reverse. Major arcana for Cancer. You can have Cancer in your chart. You can be dealing with a Cancer. And we got the 10 of Swords in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands. Something tells me this is your energy, even though you're not an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and you can be a man in this energy. Something about bouncing back. Bouncing back. It's a comeback for Aquarius. The 10 of Pentacles, yeah, you could be telling me that you experienced a great loss. This could be a financial loss or loss of a family situation. The 7 of Cups is here. This is about considering other options, looking at your options. It could have been a confusing time. What's the Page of Cups? Because I see good news. Why is the Page of Cups here for Aquarius? I hate when the cards hit the floor. Aquarius, why y'all throwing cards at me? Capricorn energy, the World in reverse. Some sort of unfinished business. There's a need to close out a cycle or a chapter, Aquarius. And what else? The Fool, which is your energy, Aquarius, in the reverse. Something tells me somebody else fucked around and found out with Aquarius. Maybe somebody here wants your forgiveness. The Page of Cups could also symbolize somebody wanting your forgiveness. They feel like there's unfinished business. Maybe this person did something foolish. They feel like a fool. What's this Chariot? Cancer energy. Some of you guys are dealing with a Cancer. You have Cancer in your chart. There's something about going in the wrong direction. Something tells me somebody from your past, Aquarius, went in the wrong direction. What's this for Aquarius? Temperance. Somebody made a knee-jerk decision, or somebody here, they did something impulsively. They were impatient. I'm hearing out of order. Somebody did something out of order. Yeah, they thought the grass was green on the other side. Somebody here, they pursued something outside of this connection. This person had other options. You're not an option, Aquarius. You're not an option. But anyway, something tells me somebody went in the wrong direction. What's this 10 of Swords? Self-sabotage. You could be telling me that somebody sabotaged themselves. They sabotaged something. The 8 of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. Whatever the situation is, I see an Aquarius moving forward, and there's a new journey in love. You could be telling me that you found new love, or this is just you being on a journey to love yourself. Somebody fucked around and found out. Aquarius. Yeah, I see you bouncing back. The Queen of Wands. Some of you guys were dealing with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you bouncing back. You look better. You look stronger. You look healthy. You're manifesting. You're very resilient. What's this? Queen of Wands. Aquarius. Whoever this person was, I feel like they were blocked. They didn't see your potential. They didn't see you. And I feel like that was their biggest mistake. Aquarius. Somebody here, they tried to hide something or they lied. You don't trust them. Whoever this is, you don't trust their ass, no way. So yeah, they can have unfinished business all they want. I feel like Aquarius, you know this person was a fool. You probably told this person before they made their foolish decision that they probably don't want to make that decision, because if you fuck around, you gonna find out. Something tells me. I still feel like there's good news coming towards you too, Aquarius. Yeah, you tried to tell them to try to avoid a disaster, but I feel like this person didn't listen. They still went ahead, you know, with these low vibrational intentions, and they fucked around and found out. The Five of Swords in the reverse is like, it's like this person, they may have won or they may have had some sort of small victory, but they ended up having an empty win. Like they didn't achieve what they set out to do. They set out to do something with some bad intentions, foolish intentions. And they ended up, it's like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So now they want your forgiveness, Aquarius. Now they want you to forgive them. What else for Aquarius? Yeah, something has shifted. The wheel. It says your luck is about to change. There's unseen forces working for you, which will change your path in life. So, I don't know. Something tells me that this is good for you. It's set you on the right path. It set you up for success, Aquarius. What else? Well, that's what happens when you play around. Yeah, Aquarius, you're a warrior. Like I said, it feels like you guys are bouncing back. It says, stand your ground and unlock the warrior within you to help you conquer any obstacle and secure your victory. Virgo energy could be significant. There's something very unique about you. Somebody here, they didn't realize that when they had you, they had something special. Or when they were with you. There's an Aquarius here. You enjoy your solitude. It says looking at life with a deeper, more spiritual understanding in order to get your priorities straight. This could be what this person's been going through. They've been in this solitude energy. And that's where they realized that they made a foolish mistake. There's nobody like Aquarius. Aquarius, you guys are too busy healing. There's something about healing, protecting your heart from this toxic attachment. So you could be telling me if this person does come back towards you to request an apology or to see if you'll accept them back, I feel like you don't trust them, for one. And for two, I feel like this person, why do I feel like they're obsessed? This person could be obsessed. They don't want to let you go. But for two, I feel like you're not going to let this person back in, because there's something about this was toxic. They was being a fool. Yeah, you gained knowledge. There's an Aquarius here. You learned a lot from this. And I hope they learned too. Again, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. What else for Aquarius? Oh, well. Aquarius. Clear and concise message. Somebody was being a fool. Somebody played a fool. Judgment. Judgment Day is here. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Bottom of the deck, guilty. Guilty as charged. What they did, they cannot hide from the truth. They made this mistake. They fumbled you. Why is judgment here? We are all spirit. We are all the same. It's only the roles that we have chosen to play here on earth that make us seem different. The biggest lesson you have chosen to learn is to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that it's possible to incarnate into. But the core lesson is to look past these illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. That's an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I would treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in life is here to teach you something about yourself. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. Yeah, I feel like this is this person's lesson. But put it however it resonates. Yeah, what's this guilty energy? I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So I don't know. This person could feel a lot of guilt. That's why they want to apologize. That's why they want you to forgive them. Aquarius. Okay. What else for Aquarius? When it comes to, let's get an oracle message. Aquarius. Clear and concise message. Aquarius. Examine your wounds and heal them. Examine your wounds and heal them, and keep a low profile. You could be telling me that's what you're doing. It's like, I don't know. You're taking the time to heal. You're taking the time to reflect. You need this time. Somebody here, they really messed up. I feel like this person hurt you, Aquarius. Look before you leap. You could be telling me that because of this experience, now you're moving with intention. You're being very apprehensive and cautious. When it comes to finance, when it comes to career, I just saw doing it the hard way. What's that about, Aquarius? Clear and concise message. Aquarius. That could be the... Why do I feel like this person is all up in your energy? Messages for Aquarius. Giving up too easily. If you quit before the miracle happens, you'll never get to see your victory. Spirit said, awaken the warrior. Even if it becomes very difficult to hold on, fight to your last breath, as the road to success is never easy. All things are working for your good. Bottom of the deck, doing it the hard way. I also see comfort zone. There's something about needing to step outside of your comfort zone, Aquarius. But I'm seeing this doing it the hard way. What does that say? Doing things the hard way instead of trying to find an easier way. Spirit said, time to work smarter. Find ways that you can pursue success in a way that won't strain or drain your energy. Things that come easier to you will be the things you will find most success in. Comfort zone. Fear and uncertainty prevent you from breaking out of your comfort zone. Take a leap of faith. Step into the unknown and do something you've never done before, and you will realize the prize for being brave will be worth the effort. That's your messages, Aquarius. Don't give up just because it gets tough. Maybe you have to consider other strategies, but don't give up on your goal. And I see something about stepping out of your comfort zone, taking more risks. So I hope that was helpful, Aquarius. All right, we have come to the final sign, Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Why won't that stack? Okay. All right, collective, here we go. What is the overall energy for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, Universal Spirit, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I will be time stamping these messages so that you can go back if you may have missed something, you want to go back over something. There will be time stamps. Just give me a minute to put the time stamps in, okay? Clear and concise message. What does Pisces need to know? Pisces. Benevolent ancestors. What does Pisces need to know? What's the overall energy for Pisces? Pisces. Whoa. Your energy. The Hangman. Pisces. The Hangman is here in the reverse. So it's time for you to look at something from a different perspective. I see you guys. You could be telling me you're stuck, or something about your circumstances is making you feel like you're stuck. Maybe you can't do something about your circumstances right now. Maybe you gotta wait. Let's see. What's the past energy? There's a need to change your perspective. 7 of Pentacles, current energy. Injustice, Libra energy. And future, I got balance. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Taurus, Libra energy could be significant, Pisces. But with this Hangman energy coming out in the reverse, I feel like there's a need for you to look at something a little bit closer or from a different angle. Definitely feeling like there's stagnant energy. This could also represent self-sabotage. It says holding on to something that isn't meant for you, stubbornness, and a tendency to be a martyr. Tendency to be a martyr, helping others and then feeling jaded when nobody wants to come and help you, Pisces. Always being there, always being willing to sacrifice. Yeah, this could be a Pisces here who is sacrificing a lot. It's holding you back, or it's limiting you, or what's this? The Hangman in reverse. What's this for Pisces? Okay, Strength in the reverse. Fear. This could be about fear, or there's some sort of limitation. Pisces. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is about marching to the beat of your own drum. This is about liberation, doing what makes you happy. What is this 7 of Pentacles? Temperance in the reverse. Sagittarian energy. Somebody here is impatient. You could be telling me that you're impulsive, did something impulsively, or somebody else did. Yeah, because the 7 of Pentacles talks about patience. And then the 9 of Swords is here. There's anxiety. Somebody here is worried. Somebody here feels powerless or unable to control something, so all they do is worry about it, or they're stressing. Why is Justice here in the reverse? Are you doing yourself an injustice, Pisces? What is this? The Page of Swords in the reverse. Anxiety. There's anxiety here. Queen of Pentacles. But you're fully capable. Pisces. The Queen of Pentacles, this could be a mother figure. You could be a mother, or this is about a mother. Or this just represents your ability to confidently, you know, create abundance for yourself. Your gifts, your talents. You already have everything that you need. You're self-sufficient. So there's anxiety here. There's worry. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? There's a Pisces here. I feel like you could be impatient. Okay? You may have to wait on God. You might have to wait. I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles as reciprocity, balance, harmony being restored. When I clarified that, I got Scorpio energy, death in the reverse. So there's fear. And then the Seven of Swords. Avoidance. Pisces. What is this? What is this, love? There's fear of change. Maybe there's an issue with trust. You could be telling me that it's hard for you to trust. Somebody here is being sneaky. But you can't hide. I don't know why I want to say that. Something could be let me see. Okay, let's go back. We got the Hangman in the reverse, Pisces. There's a need for you to stop self-sabotaging. I feel like that's the overall message. Whatever's occurring here with this worry and this anxiety is self-sabotaging. There's fear associated with it. Maybe somebody here doesn't feel like they're capable or they're worthy. There's a lack of self-esteem. Give me more for that. Leo energy in the reverse. I got the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords that came out. Spirit is encouraging you to look through the eyes of a child or to have like childlike wonderment. I don't know, maybe you need to release expectations in some way. Release control. Anxiety. You want to get it right. Oh, got you. You got to release some of this control here, huh? I got the Ace of Swords. There could be an awakening or a realization. Maybe you have to wait until you get clarity. Because right now, I just feel like there's stagnant energy. But stagnancy could be, there could be a reason for that. So while you're in this moment of pause, use this time wisely to look at everything. Because there's definitely fear showing up here. What is this? The Seven of Pentacles, like I said, there's a need to be patient because I see you being impatient, feeling scattered or feeling unbalanced, and there's anxiety, okay? You know what? These damn cards hit the floor. Okay, there's still a lesson that needs to be learned. I'm seeing the Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. There's still an unfinished lesson or unlearned lesson. I feel like there's a Pisces here. You need to change your perspective about something. The way you're looking at something or the way you're expecting something to turn out, this is spiritual, Pisces. It's spiritual in nature, so give me more for this Justice in the reverse. It's the cards falling out for me. Three of Cups. Yeah, listen. Pisces, I hope this isn't true because I'm getting somebody here complaining. You cannot be pessimistic. You cannot complain. You need to have gratitude. Even though you might not like the circumstances as they stand, you need to find something to be grateful for. Something tells me that Pisces, you're doing yourself an injustice. But I mean, it could be somebody else doing this shit, but Because you're more than capable, but it's, I don't know. I don't know why sometimes God delays us, or, you know, we have to wait. It just feels like you have to wait. Be patient. All things in divine timing. The Hermit. Virgo energy. You could be telling me that you feel isolated or you feel alone. This is a period of going within for a deeper understanding. This is a reflection period for you. Yeah, because I just feel like there's a Pisces, you might not be happy with the way things are going, or you may be feeling like you're headed in the wrong direction or something. Cancer energy with the Chariot in reverse. I do see the stagnant energy. I do see the delays here, Pisces, but something tells me this is happening for a reason. It's happening for a reason. I just don't know what that reason is. Maybe you're being too impatient. I don't know. Let's see. And definitely that complaining stuff, that's not helpful at all. Like you gotta, again, you might need to write down a list of things that you're grateful for. Stay in the mindset of gratitude. Even though things might not be the way that you want them to be, still gotta find gratitude. Clear and concise message for Pisces. 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 Knowledge. Maybe that's why you're being delayed. It's something that you have to learn. Demonstrate your willingness to learn. Whether personally or professionally, be willing to make mistakes. Somebody said, I'm afraid I'm going to get it wrong. That shouldn't hold you back. Mistakes are the blueprint for us figuring out the way to success. Don't look at mistakes as though that is the be-all, end-all. Sometimes our mistakes teach us what not to do. But that doesn't mean that we can't figure out another way, or I don't know how to put that. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I got Taurus energy. This is stubbornness. This is stubbornness. It says bit by bit, step by step, whatever seeds you plant will sit quietly for a while, then come up strong. You got to wait. What else? Peace. Protect your peace from negativity. If you can't find peace within yourself, you will not find it anywhere else. We got hidden enemies. Pisces, you got people that don't like you, okay? Maybe there's people out here that are willing to challenge you moving forward. It says, be aware of your environment. There are people who are selfishly motivated in your life who are not your friends. Something like that, Pisces. Maybe you're being encouraged to wait because there's something that you need to see before you make a decision or before you move forward. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, look. Oh my God, I didn't even realize that was in my hand. It says blind spots. There's something that you're not seeing. Have the courage to confront your blind spots and turn them into strengths so that you may step into your power. Bottom of the deck, I got Aries energy. There's something about taking action. Actions you take now will bear fruit. Charge ahead with your plans and see it through to fruition. Pisces. Something tells me that things are being delayed or there's stagnancy for a reason. You ever been trying to hurry up to get somewhere and something happens, like a train comes that delays you, or accident, and you're stuck in traffic? There's reasons why God delays us. We can't see everything in the spiritual realm. We can't see what God sees. Maybe this is for your protection. Maybe this is happening for your protection. Let me get this first. Pisces. What else? Thank you, God. Yeah, I just saw growth. Wow. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. This could be a season of growth. Maybe there's delays and stagnancy here because this is a moment to grow. Clear and concise message, Pisces. What else? Pisces. Why the cards don't want to cooperate? Patience, Pisces. Patience. All things in divine timing. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I told you, it was something about you. You need to be patient. This is happening for you, not to you. I got blame. What's this patience message for Pisces? Why did that come up? Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maximum. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Bottom of the deck, blame. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. There's worry. We talked about that. Something tells me, Pisces, you might have to take accountability for something, or you might have to accept that certain things are happening for a reason. I get the impression that this is happening for you, not to you, Pisces. Let's get more clear and concise message. Yeah, loosen your grip. This could have everything to do with that worry, anxiety energy. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Embrace not knowing. Pisces, I feel like there's a reason why things are kind of delayed. Or you could be stuck. What if I told you you're not supposed to know? You're just supposed to take a risk, or there's something about you needing to accept not knowing. Things are going to unfold in divine order. Look before you leap. Maybe this is a lesson for a Pisces. Maybe as a Pisces here, you did something in the past impulsively without considering the consequences, or I don't know. Yeah, it says if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. This could be a lesson for a Pisces. This could be a lesson for a Pisces here, but I definitely feel like Spirit is saying in divine timing. There's something that you're not seeing. You know, you could be, what do they say, rejection is God's protection, or there's something about you being delayed for a reason. All right, Pisces, when it comes to your finances or when it comes to career opportunities, what could be a blockage for Pisces? I just saw fear of losing control. What's that about? Trying to control the outcomes of all aspects in your life. See what I'm saying? And there's that loosen the grip again. Pisces, loosen the grip on situations and start to let them unfold naturally. so you can see better opportunities than the ones you're focusing on. What is going on, Pisces? This is not going to be every Pisces situation, but something tells me that things are not going or moving for a reason. There's delays for a reason. I'm seeing resentment and envy. Resentment and envy drain your energy and make you feel like a victim. Bless what you desire. Turn jealousy into inspiration. Value and embrace your unique path to create your own version of success and cultivate your own joy. Pisces, what's going on? I just saw being a copy. Pisces, what? Give me more for Pisces. I don't know, child. Ooh, lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Maybe there's a Pisces here, you just simply was unaware. Why did I just hear you gonna learn today? Pisces. Okay, it says, still in the learning process. I'm not laughing at you, Pisces. Still in the learning process, need more knowledge to advance. Yeah, that's why there's delays. That's why this stagnant energy is here. Take the time to learn. When you expand your knowledge, you have the power to achieve many things. Find an area of your life where you lack knowledge or identify a skill that you would like to improve to begin your learning journey. Pisces. That has been your message, okay? There's delays for a reason, my love. Try to understand that. This could be protection for you, for some of you. This could be a lesson that you're learning for some of you. You got to be patient. Everything in divine order. Anyway, Pisces, that's what I have for you guys. And collective, that is the end of this all signs reading. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who were here joining me tonight. I hope these messages brought you clarity and confirmation, because that was my intention. I do offer personal readings. If anyone is interested in a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, vibenationtarot.com. The information is in the description box below. But with that being said, that has been your messages. I hope they help, and I will talk to you again soon, collective. Also, I will be putting the timestamps. Just give me a little time to figure all that out. Thank you, Lorianne, for being here. Thank you to my moderators. All of you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. And I will be talking to you guys again soon. Take care. Peace.